prescriptions. Such a waste of time. Hear that? That's my grandkids playing in the backyard. Since I joined Discount Drug Mart's Sync Your Meds program, I have so much more time for them. Drug Mart's pharmacists make sure all my prescriptions are in stock and ready on the same day each month, so I can pick them all up with just one trip.
Grandpa!
Who wants a cookie? Discount Drug Mart saves me the runaround.
Mr. Hero saucing things up with their new Hero Nuggets. Sauced and tossed with your choice of garlic parmesan, teriyaki, Kentucky bourbon, citrus chipotle, or barbecue. They're perfect for a side, snack, or meal. You get the feel. Mr. Hero's new sauced and tossed Hero Nuggets. Available as a 5 or 10 piece. Order in store or online at MrHero.com.
I crave the hero.
We're about 20 minutes away from the opening tip. Cavaliers getting set to take on the Indiana Pacers, and already you can just feel it building here at Rocket Arena. The fans in their wine jerseys that say Diff on it. That's the Diff that they have on the scoreboard, and Dan Gilbert actually putting out on X today, yeah, you are the Diff. So everybody put on that wine-colored T-shirt. Also, in a matter of a few minutes, going to be a special moment before the game as the Cavs' Evan Mobley will be presented his Defensive Player of the Year award. That's coming up very shortly here. Of course, all the focus really is on the game, game one of the series, and Donovan Mitchell wants this mindset going forward.
It's a level of desperation, and it's not just what I've been preaching. I think guys feel it. I think Ev, DG, J.A., Ty, Dre, Max, we all, you know, there's a level of desperation amongst this group, and it's not every series is going to be a sweep. You know, understand that, you know, that we maybe get hit in the mouth, but continuing to, you know, use that as fuel and continue to, you know, work to be the best.
A level of desperation going forward. We'll mark that down as a key word to look at, a level of desperation and how the Cavs are playing. Now, around the NBA, there's just one other game, and that'll be after the Cavs and Pacers, and what a game it is. Game 7 in Houston between the Rockets and the Warriors. The winner of that game will move on and meet Minnesota. Games tomorrow, the Knicks and Celtics begin their series, and Denver, after getting by the Clippers, they will be at Oklahoma City. Well, we hear from Donovan Mitchell, level of desperation, and Pacers coach Rick Carlisle wants his team to be as hungry as the Cavs.
Look, they're going to be very hungry, and so we certainly have got to match all the hunger elements of this thing. And when you get to the second round of the playoffs, things elevate. You know, the level of competition elevates, the stage elevates. A lot of things to be excited about, and a lot of things about the challenge to love.
That's the Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle. So things elevate and that level of desperation. We'll keep an eye on that. As we get closer to the opening tip, you're locked into the Huntington Tip-Off Show. Back after this timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Big news, Cavs fans. Score big this season with Cavs Rewards. Link any existing credit card or debit card so you can earn and unlock exclusive Cavs experiences and prizes. Rewards include a trip to an away game, access to courtside seats, Cavs memorabilia, custom jerseys, and more. Join Cavs Rewards today and start earning points with purchases at the Cavs Team Shop, concessions at Rocket Arena, and other preferred Cavs Rewards locations. Visit Cavs.com/rewards to sign up for free and start earning.
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu? Fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I order the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
For a limited time, you can enjoy a savory sausage McMuffin with egg meal, including golden hash browns and a small hot coffee for just $5. Price and participation may vary.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, it's Bill Wills with Rich Claiborne of the Claiborne Auto Stores. Rich, Ford assembles more vehicles and employs more hourly workers in the U.S. than any other automaker.
Bill, Ford is America's automaker.
Wow, it really is about the people, right?
Ford's heritage dates back over 120 years, Claiborne's over 50 years. The foundation of both, people who are proud to build, sell, and service Ford vehicles that keep America running.
Now that's commitment. Claiborne, Ford Lincoln, Route 59, Kent.
Are you ready for the all-new Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Glowing Fire? Come watch your favorite Hot Wheels Monster Trucks fly, crash, and smash with all new stunts. Featuring Scalosaurus, 5 Alarm, Tiger Shark, Bigfoot, and more thrilling monster trucks up close at the pre-show party. Special kids ticket prices starting at just $10. Coming September 6th to Rocket Arena in Cleveland. Get tickets now at SeatGeek.com.
Cavs and Pacers on the floor as they get ready for tonight's Game 1. Game 2 also here at Rocket Arena Tuesday night at 7. Odds makers rate the Cavs an 8.5-point favorite tonight. And tonight's Keys to the Game brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Well, we go to the Cavs defense, defending that perimeter. Jim Jones always says it. It starts with their defense. So we'll see if they bring that to the floor in tonight's Game 1. And that's our Toyota Keys to the Game brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Well, that does it for tonight's Huntington Tip-Off Show. Now, I'll be back at the half for the McDonald's Halftime Report, and we'll have Brad Sellers with me. Of course, Brad joins me with all the post-game shows. We'll get Brad's thoughts at the half and go around the NBA as well. And, of course, following the game, we'll hear from Coach Kenny Donovan and company. So the Cavs, the Pacers, they're about set to get Game 1 of this series started, and all of the action is straight ahead on the Medical Mutual Cleveland Cavaliers Audioverse.
Mr. Hero's ringing in their 60th birthday with a celebration you can't afford to miss. Right now, get any waffle doodle for only $4.25. Choose from the classic chicken and bacon, the BLTE, made with bacon, lettuce, tomato, and a home-style egg, or the Nashville Hot, if you can handle the heat, all made with authentic Belgian waffles. That's any waffle doodle for just $4.25. Available at participating locations.
Waffle doodle this, waffle doodle that. Want some good food, a waffle doodle where it's at.
Bet on all the action with the Caesars Sportsbook app. Every bet you place turns into more earnings with Caesars Rewards. Get incredible perks like dining, show tickets, and hotel stays. You can also use your reward credits to bet. Download the app, place your wagers, and start earning more right now. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Caesars Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Protecting yourself, your loved ones, and your community is more important than ever. And with immunizations at Discount Drug Mart, they're as quick and easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1. Fill out a short, simple form. You can even do it online. Step 2. Stop in and see your friendly pharmacist at your neighborhood Drug Mart pharmacy for flu, shingles, and many other vaccines. You can be in and out quickly and safely. Step 3. You're out the door and heading back home. Simple as that. Discount Drug Mart is your immunization destination.
Hey Cavs fans, when it comes to your health and well-being, Medical Mutual is your hometown health insurer. We offer Ohioans high-quality health insurance plans with access to the hospitals and doctors you know and trust. Plus, dental, vision, life and disability, and wellness plans to help you achieve and maintain your health. To learn more about individual Medicare and employer plans, visit medmutual.com. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Let them know, babe. Let them know.
Garland around Allen. Garland into the lane. Floats. Automatic. Strus, right wing three. Got in.
I like it, Strus.
Allen with a steal to the other end. Pow! With arms like snakes.
What did you say?
In downtown Cleveland. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cavaliers playoff basketball as tonight we move to the Eastern Conference semifinals. It is Game 1 of the best-of-7 series against the Indiana Pacers. Great to have you with us on this Sunday night. Great to have sitting next to me right here in the Joe Tate Perch, Cavalier legend, my great friend and broadcast partner, and certainly one of the, if not the, premier radio color commentators in the NBA, in Jim Jones.
Thank you, Tim.
Cavaliers come in off a 4-game sweep of the Miami Heat, while Indiana has advanced to the Eastern Conference semifinals off a 5-game win against the Milwaukee Bucks in their first-round best-of-7 series. Two teams met 4 times during the regular season. Indiana took 3 of the 4, but you can't put a lot of stock in those 4 regular season games, as certainly the last 2 were played with pretty much the reserves of both teams, and the first 2 were played in January before the acquisition by the Cavaliers of one DeAndre Hunter. So, Jim, let's delve into this series. Just size it up for us. We've had a few days to think about it before Game 1 arrived tonight. Just your thoughts as we prepare to take on this Pacer basketball team.
The teams are better. You only advance if you're better. So they will have to play better than they played against Miami. And I'm telling you, Tim, they are better. You and I have been going to practices. We've been watching the intensity, and we've been watching the strategy development. But the one thing that has been constant is the depth. Tremendous depth on this Cavalier team. And then you have Donovan Mitchell, and you have the Defensive Player of the Year, and you have the #1 field goal percentage player in the NBA in Jared Allen. This is an exceptional team. You got Ty Jerome, who should have won Sixth Man of the Year. So this team is stacked. Let the Pacers worry about us. We need to go out, keep our poise, play our game.
All right, let's talk about the big story tonight. No DG for the Cavaliers. Now, of course, they won 2 games in Miami without Darius Garland, but how does the absence of DG impact Game 1 tonight?
Well, it will impact. It may mean Donovan will have to play more minutes. But it also, we have Ty Jerome. We have Merrill who's going to start. And I like the physical matchup because Merrill is about 6'5". And see, that'll challenge their size. One of the complaints about the Cavaliers is that we were too small. Well, we don't have that issue. We got a 6'5" coming off the bench in Ty Jerome. You're starting a Merrill who's 6'5". So the physical matchup knocks itself out. The key for us is, can we get the ball to our bigs? If we can get the ball to our bigs and make them a threat, it'll minimize what they try to do to Donovan. Because they're going to double team him. They're going to wait for him in the paint. But if you got your bigs on that front line scoring points, it changes things.
Jim, let's take a moment, talk about Indiana. 50-win season under future Hall of Fame coach and Rick Carlisle, a veteran team. They were in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. So what sort of challenges do the Pacers present?
Let me give you an idea. The Cavaliers scored 121 points this season. That's the second best in NBA history. You know what the first best, because you do your homework. The Indiana Pacers last season set the record at 122. So the point I'm making is, don't take them for granted. They've got 1 through 8, and that 1 through 8 has been playing together all season in spite of injury. I think the key to them is not necessarily Halliburton, but I think it's guys like Toppin coming off the bench. I think it's guys like Turner, who has played well but hasn't played great. Those are the kind of players that you don't count on. They can be an X factor. This is a very talented team. You mentioned they're well coached. Well, I just want to add, we're well coached too.
Absolutely.
So they minimize each other. It's going to be the players on the court. Both of these teams have depth, Tim. I just want to see who can execute the best.
Great stuff from Jim Jones here in the Joe Tate Perch. We'll hear from Jim throughout the game, as well as Serena Winters, who will be joining us for the remainder of the playoffs as we get set to bring you Game 1. We'll take a timeout when we come back. Starting lineups, opening tip. That follows this timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Hey, Cavs fans, want to watch the Cavs and all of your favorite games without cable? Check out Fubo. Fubo has over 170 live channels, including the likes of ESPN, Fox, NBC, and now FanDuel Sports Network is available on Fubo. So you have a new option to watch all Cavs games carried on FanDuel Sports Network without having to subscribe to cable. Fubo is an official partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. To try it for free, visit Fubo.tv. That's FUBO.tv.
The Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, known as LECOM, is a proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. LECOM, the nation's largest and most applied to medical school, is just 90 minutes from Cleveland and trains the next generation of doctors, dentists, pharmacists, and podiatrists. At LECOM, we expand the boundaries of medical knowledge, challenging our students and preparing them to realize their potential. Visit lecom.edu to learn more. At LECOM, we make dreams a reality. We make doctors.
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu? Fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I ordered the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
For a limited time, you can enjoy a savory sausage McMuffin with egg meal, including golden hash browns and a small hot coffee for just $5. Price and participation may vary.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google continues on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
Let's play some Cavaliers playoff basketball tonight at Rocket Arena. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals as the Cavaliers take on the Indiana Pacers. And tonight's Cavs-Pacers Game 1 matchup is being brought to you by Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cavaliers. By Huntington, home of asterisk-free checking. More at huntington.com/yourmoney. By McDonald's, your change at McDonald's can help families with children who are ill. Just round up. And by SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's a look at the Cleveland Clinic inactive roster report. Cleveland Clinic, proud to be the official healthcare provider of the Cleveland Cavaliers. For Indiana, they don't have anybody listed on their inactive report aside from Isaiah Jackson, as he will sit this one out tonight. And for the Cavaliers, still dealing with that injured toe, is Darius Garland. So with that, a look at our Huntington starting lineups brought to you by Huntington for the Indiana Pacers under head coach Rick Carlisle. The backcourt at guard will be Andrew Nembhard. The other guard for the Pacers will be Tyrese Halliburton. At forward for Indiana, it's Aaron Nesmith. And the other forward for the Pacers will be Pascal Siakam. In the middle for Indiana, their big guy out of Texas is Miles Turner. Huntington starting lineup for your Cleveland Cavaliers. We're going courtside. Let's hear from Ahmad Crump.
Cleveland! It's time to let them know. It's time to be the starting lineup for your Cleveland Cavaliers! First, we have the guards. He's from Utah State. Number 5, Sam Mills. The other guard, he's from Louisville. Number 45, Spider Donovan Mitchell. Now we have the forward. First, he's from DePaul. Number 1, Matt Drews. He's the Kia NBA Defensive Player of the Year. From USC, number 4, Evan Mobley. The man in the middle from Texas, number 31, Jared Allen. The Cavaliers are led by head coach Kenny Atkinson.
That's Ahmad Crump with the Huntington starting lineup for your Cleveland Cavaliers. All right, Jim Jones, as we settle in here in the Joe Tate Perch, let's talk about how the Cavaliers can capture Game 1 in this best-of-7 series. It's our Rocket Built for Success, presented by Rocket. Own the dream.
Well, Tim, Donovan Mitchell has started 7 straight playoff Game 1s with 30-plus points. The only guy ahead of him is Michael Jordan. So I would say watch Donovan early. He's great at setting the tone for where we need to be emotionally.
There you go. Our Rocket Built for Success, presented by Rocket. Own the dream. And as we get rolling tonight, want to let you know that we want to hear from you no matter where you may be listening on this Sunday night. And it's Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Let's hear from you. Text in 216-440-9566. 216-440-9566. Keep in mind, standard message and data rates will apply. Cavaliers taking the floor in their white uniforms, white shirts, white shorts with the wine letters and numbers and the gold trim. Indiana in their bright gold shirts, gold shorts with the blue letters and numbers with the white trim. 3 officials working tonight's ball game. Our crew chief is Zach Zarba, 22nd year in the NBA. Out on the floor with Zach Zarba tonight, Sean Wright, another veteran official in his 20th year. Gene Petritis is our 3rd official. He's in his 10th year. The alternate tonight is Trey Maddox. The towels are waving as we get ready, Jim.
I feel it, Tim. How are you feeling it? This is the second round of the NBA. Tim, Indiana was the only team to beat the Cavs 3 times, and you told us why. Because we were all at rest or injured. But the thing that I want to emphasize is Donovan Mitchell early in the game. He sets the tone. He is the definite leader of this team.
Indiana will go left to right here in the first half of play. Pacers will be heading towards the Cavalier bench, and the Cavs will head towards the Pacer bench. Down to our left, ball tip controlled by the Pacers. The Eastern Conference semifinals are underway here at Rocket Arena. Out front, Pascal Siakam picked up by Jared Allen. Bounce on the right side to Miles Turner. He'll hand it off to Halliburton. Swing left side to Siakam, and his 3 is short. Rebound scooped up by Max Strus.
A very aggressive Cavs team, early team, on-ball defense.
Here's Mobley on the left wing. Evan Mobley backing down Siakam into the lane. Turn around, good.
He took him off the dribble, Tim. There's an ISO. He may be the one they're looking for. Siakam against Allen. I'm sorry, Mobley.
Mobley with the first 2 points of the ball game as the Cavs have the early lead. Just underway at a riveting Rocket Arena. Left in the lane, driving and banking and scoring is Aaron Nesmith.
He's a solid player, Tim, on both ends of the floor.
Nesmith averaging just under 15 points per game in the playoffs. Was at 12 per game in the regular season. 2-2 ball game. Cavs to the other end, going right to left. Here's Max Strus. Bounce left side to Merrill. Sam into the paint. Back out front, Mobley. 3 ball. Around the rim and in. And rolled around a couple of times, but fell through.
Looks like a Mobley night.
Evan with the first 5 Cavalier points. Here's Siakam at the other end. Scoops and scores.
You see how quickly they get the ball down the floor, Tim. They want to play up tempo, but we can too.
Here's Donovan Mitchell running the lane, into the lane with the left hand. Missed it. Rebound saved in by Miles Turner. Got it to Nembhard. Down the floor to Siakam. Strus stole the ball. He stripped Siakam. Strus, left wing Merrill. Quick 3, Sam. No. Rebound tracked down in the corner by Aaron Nesmith. Hands it off to Halliburton. Halliburton crosses the half-court line on the left-hand dribble. Halliburton works to the left sideline. Halliburton, foul line to Siakam. Siakam against Jared Allen. Deals and missed. Rebound picked off by Sam Merrill. Out front to Mobley. Mobley tried to feed it in the middle to Allen. Couldn't handle it. Ball grabbed by Turner ahead to Siakam. And he got fouled from behind by Evan Mobley. At least that's what Sean Wright has to say.
You're exactly right, Tim. They look like he anticipated a push. He put his hand on him, but it was a normal motion. There was no push. Too early to challenge.
So that'll put Siakam at the free throw line. 5-4, Cavs up 1, 9:47 to go, first quarter. You know, if the Cavs score 100 tonight, fans receive a $2 large fry from McDonald's. Now, if the Cavs score 120, it's a free large fry. No purchase necessary. Download the McDonald's app to receive this offer. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Hey, Tim,
Siakam hit the first.
He did, and this floor was made for basketball. I know that the Pacers are feeling the energy from this Cavalier crowd, and it can make a difference.
Cavaliers with a 34-7 record at Rocket Arena this year. Siakam hit them both. Pacers up 6-5 with 9:40 to go here in the first quarter. Sam Merrill in the center circle. Lob left side to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell on the right-hand dribble, comes around a Merrill screen. Behind his back to Merrill. Sam for 3. Around the rim and out. Rebound tracked down in the corner by Nesmith. Pacers with the ball going left to right. Nesmith on the right side against Mobley. Nesmith now dribbles it out front. Lob right side to Siakam. Allen picked it off. Saved it in. And it goes to Donovan Mitchell. Jared Allen with another steal. Mitchell, right wing three. Got it! Donovan Mitchell raises up, drains the three, Cavs by 2.
He sets the tone.
Out front, Miles Turner setting a screen, trying to fight through the screen, was Jared Allen. And the foul will be called on Jared.
Well, he'll get the call next time because Miles Turner, not a physical player, Tim, and he will set moving screens.
Again, throughout the night, we'll hear from Serena Winters, who did fantastic work on the television side all season long for the Cavs. We'll hear from Serena after the first time out of the ballgame. Here's Siakam. Got it out front to Miles Turner. Turner at the three-point arc. Hands off to Halliburton. Back to Siakam. His three is good.
You got to guard him. He's that X factor for them, Tim. He can go inside, outside. He's 6'10".
Siakam with 7 of the Pacers' 9 points. Indiana up 9-8. 8:35 to go here in the first quarter. Mobley got his pocket picked by Siakam. Throws it ahead to Nembhard. Nembhard drops it behind him to Halliburton. Halliburton's pass kicked out of bounds by Sam Merrill.
And Tim, what I would tell Mobley, let it go. You got to expect it, play the same way. Reach, grab, do what you got to do.
Pacers with the ball in a 1-point lead. 9-8, 8:25 to go in the first. Nembhard bounced left in the lane to Turner. Turner against Allen, the two Texas big guys, and Turner wins that battle as he hits a short turnaround.
And that's something Turner doesn't do too often, Tim, and that's post up.
11-8 Pacers. Here's Mitchell, right of the circle, right of the lane. Mitchell into the lane, pump fakes, banks, scores, and fouled. Donovan Mitchell earned that bucket and a chance to go to the stripe for an and one.
That's what he can do, Tim. He can change everything. He can go inside, outside. He beats you off the dribble. And this season, he's added a catch and shoot. Donovan Mitchell making it happen.
Foul on Indiana on Aaron Nesmith. That's his first foul on the Pacers. Mitchell, line left in front of the Indiana bench. Misses the free throw. Rebound comes to Siakam. So it's still a 1-point lead for the Pacers. 11-10, 4 minutes off the first quarter clock. Here's Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton sideline right to Turner. Tosses it right back to Halliburton. Halliburton gets Jared Allen on a switch. Top of the key jumper. Rainbowed it in.
That's what he can do anytime he wants. All 6'7".
Halliburton makes it 13-10 Indiana. 7:40 to go. First quarter. Donovan Mitchell in the middle to Merrill. Left side Mobley. Evan three. Nope. Rebound to Merrill though. Gave it back out front to Mitchell. Mitchell right down the pipe. Euro steps. Banks scores. Donovan with 7. Cavaliers back to within 1 at 13-12.
Well, you know you need some of those second shot opportunities.
Andrew Nembhard crosses the half-court line, comes around a Siakam screen, gave it back to Siakam, and his three rattled in. Boy, great start for Siakam. He's got 10.
Yeah, mid-range shooter. He can make threes. He is the X factor.
16-12, Pacers by 4. We're under 7 to go. Strus, right wing three, left it short, rebound Siakam. And the Pacers will push, as they always do. Siakam left side to Nembhard. Bounce in the left corner to Siakam. Another three. That one missed. Rebound Allen. Hands off to Mitchell. Mitchell at the half-court line. To Donovan. Comes around an Allen screen. Donovan strong to the bucket. Laid it up and good. Donovan Mitchell gets the Cavs to within 2. It's a 16-14 game. Mitchell with 9 early points. Out front, long three, good from Tyrese Halliburton. And Kenny Atkinson wants time. Cavs down 5, 19-14, 6:24 to go first quarter. We'll check in with Serena Winters after this timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Eric Clapton. September 11th. Rocket Arena. With special guest, the Wallflowers. Tickets are on sale now at rocketarena.com. Don't miss the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, Eric Clapton.
Your summer starts here in a go-anywhere, do-anything Toyota truck. Now through June 2nd, get 2.99 APR financing or up to $3,000 customer cash on a powerful new 25 Tundra. Depending on model, excludes TRD Pro. Or lease a rugged new 25 Tacoma SR for just $289 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At Cleveland Clinic, every moment matters. So you unite as one to care for hearts like your very own. You push your minds to help heal theirs. And you forge new paths to help fight cancers. Because when defying the odds is what you do, the right care can change everything. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Mitchell, left of the lane, Euro steps, pops and scores! Oh, what a shot by Donovan Mitchell.
The Cleveland Cavaliers playoffs presented by Phantom Fireworks are here.
Garland still on the dribble, bounce left of the lane to Mobley, spins! Pow! Oh, my!
It's time to let them know at Rocket Arena and secure your spot to cheer on the Cavs now at SeatGeek.com.
Top side to Mitchell, Donovan, right corner Garland, another three. That one is right on the mark. Welcome to the playoffs.
I'm taking this town, cause the king is a hit to come.
Indiana has jumped out to a 5-point lead. Pacers up 19-14 with 6:24 to go first quarter at Rocket Arena. We've mentioned a couple of times that throughout the remainder of the playoffs, we are thrilled to be joined by Serena Winters. And let's check in with Serena right now.
Tim and Jim, I'm so looking forward to continuing this ride with you guys. And hey, after Evan Mobley knocked down his first three to start this game, it reminded me of him telling me before the playoffs even started that his three ball was going to be a big factor in the postseason. And look, he's not the only one. When Indiana Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle talked about this series, he brought up Evan's three-point shooting specifically and how it's been such a huge factor for the Cavs' success this year, them taking that next leap. And hey, look, Carlisle would know, right? He coached one of the best shooting bigs in the game, and Dirk Nowitzki for 13 years. And he said, look, Evans, a guy now that you have to stay close to. It changes what they can do offensively and can certainly be a big factor of the series, guys.
Great point from Serena Winters.
Great stuff, Serena.
Evan Mobley so far in the playoffs, Jim, to follow up on what Serena said, 47% from beyond the arc.
And teams don't believe it, so they leave him open. He's had very few contests. But the thing that concerns me now is the pace of these Pacers. They are not up-tempo, Tim. They're running. They are trying to let fatigue be a factor with the Cavaliers.
As Serena mentioned, Rick Carlisle, he's gone to his bench as Benedict Mathurin and Jarris Walker are now in for the Pacers. Kenny Atkinson counters, yes, Ty Jerome and DeAndre Hunter have checked in for the Cavs. Jerome on the left sideline, looking, got it out front to Merrill, 5 on the shot clock. Merrill, 3, good! Sam Merrill, after missing a couple, bombs away and perfect on a straightaway 3.
Tim, he bailed us out because the Pacers are coming back with a lot of ball pressure.
The 3 ball by Sam Merrill gets the Cavs to within 19-17. Nembhard right at the key. His jumper is good.
He's very deceptive, Tim. Doesn't hurry, mid-range shooter, but can make threes.
Nembhard had a great series against Milwaukee, averaged 15 per game. Here's Jerome into the lane, put it up, left it short. Rebound grabbed by Miles Turner. 21-17, Pacers by 4. Mathurin at the other end with a 3. It's too strong. Rebound DeAndre Hunter. Hunter through the center circle as he brings it up himself. Sideline right to Strus. Back to Hunter. 3. Nope. Rebound grabbed by Miles Turner. 5:10 to go first quarter. Pacers by 4, 21-17. Game 1 in this best-of-7 series. Nembhard on the left sideline. Bounce down low to Turner. Turner turns. Fade away from the baseline. No good. Rebound Merrill. He was being hung on to by Benedict Mathurin, and the foul will be called on Mathurin.
And give Merrill some credit. How many guards do you know will stay down there, Tim, to get the defensive rebound? If he wasn't there, Mathurin gets a putback. But the Pacers have come back, Tim, after that timeout and putting in this group. this is probably their defensive group because they are putting a tremendous amount of pressure on the Cavaliers guards.
Merrill sits down as Dean Wade checks in. Cavs down 4 with the ball. Here's Ty Jerome, left of the key, left of the lane, lobbed it down low. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it went off T.J. McConnell, who's also in for Indiana. So Jerome with 12 on the shot clock will inbound left of the bench. Or excuse me, left of the basket in front of the bench. Left corner to Hunter, threw it back to Jerome, to Allen, put it up and good. Jared Allen. Boy, that was some nifty passing in the teeth of that Indiana defense. Cavs back to within 2 at 21-19. Here's Halliburton, right side to T.J. McConnell on the handoff to Walker. Cross court to Halliburton. Halliburton comes right down the lane, drives, and spun it in.
They're playing he and McConnell together. That's 2 playmakers.
Here's Hunter, left of the lane, into the lane. Shot puts it up and in. DeAndre Hunter with his first 2 points of the ball game. Here comes Indiana quickly to the other end. Walker with a foul line shot that's short. Rebound Dean Wade as he'll hand it off to Ty Jerome. Cavs down 2, 23-21. Jerome, run of the lane, spins into the paint. His bounce pass deflected by Turner. Out of there with it comes Halliburton. Halliburton met by Jerome at the half-court line. Halliburton fires left corner to McConnell. TJ will unload a 3 and hit it. And TJ McConnell, he's shooting 50% from beyond the arc in the playoffs.
Well, teams don't believe he can make the shot, Tim. We didn't close out until he released the ball.
Here's Jerome in the lane. Floater is good. Ty Jerome doing what Ty Jerome has done all year. Into the paint and hitting the floater to make it 25-23. And at the other end, a whistle and a foul is called on DeAndre Hunter. Well, T.J. McConnell must have had a toe on the line. They're calling that a 2-ball from McConnell. 25-23, timeout on the floor. 3:20 to go, first quarter. Cavs down 2 to the Pacers. We'll take a break on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Got a little bit of a run.
At Cleveland Clinic, bettering lives is what you live for. You treat setbacks as a chance to come back stronger. You search for solutions inside and out. And you create new ways to keep moving forward. Because managing a condition is a win worth celebrating. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Your summer starts here in a new Toyota RAV4, America's best-selling SUV. Now through June 2nd, get 4.99 APR financing on a new 25 RAV4 or 5.99 on a RAV4 Hybrid, excludes plug-ins. Or lease a gas-powered RAV4 LE for $339 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Suspect a natural gas leak? Enbridge Gas Ohio reminds you, first move your feet, then call when you're down the street. A gas leak might have a smell like rotten eggs, or you might see blowing dirt or bubbling water. A leaking pipeline might also make a hissing sound that you can hear. And whether you're an individual or contractor, state law requires you to call 811 before you dig to have underground utilities marked. Dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. For more safety information, visit enbridge.com, keyword natural gas safety.
The Cavs are proud to partner with Cleveland Cliffs as their American-made steel touches every part of our lives. From the cars we drive to transformers powering our homes, Cliff Steel is stronger and more sustainable than ever due to innovation and leading-edge technology. Cliffs is setting a new standard for what it means to be a steel company by producing the highest quality product and championing the best practices for the industry, the environment, and for their people. Cliffs is the champion for American steel. Learn more. Visit cliffsteel.com.
Evan 3, nope. Rebound to Merrill, though. Gave it back out front to Mitchell. Mitchell right down the pipe. Euro step, bank scores. Donovan with 7. Cavaliers back to within 1 at 13-12.
Well, you know you need some of those second shot opportunities.
Donovan comes around an Allen screen. Donovan strong to the bucket. Laid it up and good. Donovan Mitchell gets the Cavs to within 2. It's a 16-14 game. Mitchell with 9 early points. Left corner to Hunter, threw it back to Jerome, to Allen, put it up and good. Jared Allen. Well, that was some nifty passing in the teeth of that Indiana defense. Cavs back to within 2 at 21-19. And the Cavs are within 2 at 25-23 with 3:20 to go first quarter as we welcome you back to Rocket Arena. Tim Elkhorn along with Jim Jones and the Joe Tate Perch. Thrilled to be joined by Serena winners throughout the remainder of the postseason. Let's hope we're chatting with Serena until mid-June. Hey, the Cavs join Trusted Sec to support Greater Cleveland Food Bank's Harvest for Hunger campaign. $1 provides 3 meals. Visit Cavs.com/food drive to support the Cavs food drive and fight hunger. Off the timeout, it'll be Indiana basketball. Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley back in the game for the Cavaliers. Here's T.J. McConnell. Bounce on the left side to Benedict Mathurin. Mathurin back in the middle to McConnell. McConnell against DeAndre Hunter. McConnell flips it to Nimhart. 6 on the shot clock. A long 3. Nope. Rebound, Evan Mobley.
So the zone work, Tim, has slowed him down.
Mobley ahead to Ty Jerome. Jerome dumps it down low to Hunter. Hunter pump fakes. Goes to the bucket. Pow! With 2 hands.
That's what we wanted from him, Tim. That ability.
DeAndre Hunter gets the Cavs to within 1, but at the other end, T.J. McConnell quickly drives and scores for Indiana.
Yeah, they're playing fast.
28-25. Mobley, left wing, 3. That one rimmed out. Rebound grab by T.J. McConnell. He'll push it down the floor. That Indiana pace. McConnell on the handoff to Siakam. Siakam throws it in the middle to McConnell. Deals left side to Mathurin. Tosses it back to McConnell. McConnell fires left corner. Nimhart, 3-ball. Good. Boy, Indiana has come out clicking.
That's right, Tim. And they're not known for the 3-point shooting, but they can make them.
31-25. Cavs down 6. 2 minutes to go here in the first. Here's Jerome. Running the lane. Leans. Missed. Rebound grab by Obi Toppin. So Obi Toppin has checked in for the Pacers. Toppin hands off to Nimhart. He'll deal it right side to McConnell. McConnell on the left-hand dribble. Mitchell poked it free. McConnell scooped it back up. Got it to Mathurin. Mathurin into the paint on Hunter. Mathurin over his shoulder, left corner to Toppin. And Toppin traveled with it because Evan Mobley came out to defend, and Toppin had nowhere to go.
And that's what good defense should do, Tim. Rotating, closing out.
Evan Mobley was presented his Defensive Player of the Year award before the game, and this place was roaring. 31-25. Cavaliers down by 6. 1:20 to go here in the first quarter. Mitchell got bumped out front. Unloaded a 3-ball that came up short. Was trying to draw a shooting foul. They won't call that.
Tim, what the Pacers are also doing, picking the Cavs up aggressively early, trying to push their offense away from the basket so they have a longer distance on dribble penetration.
Off the inbounds, Hunter ran into Mobley, who was setting a screen, and Toppin has a breakaway dunk at the other end for Indiana.
Yeah, he got pushed.
And their lead's up to 8. 33-25 Pacers. We're about to hit the 1-minute mark here in the first quarter of play. Mitchell crosses the half-court line. Mitchell left wing. 3, no. Boy, Toppin just shoved Mobley out of bounds. As the ball goes out of bounds, it belongs to Indiana.
I love it. Then play it like that. Do unto them what they're doing unto you.
So with an 8-point lead, Pacers head to the other end. They're going left to right, heading towards the Cavs bench. McConnell on the dribble in the center circle, met by Ty Jerome. McConnell fires right side to Mathurin. Mathurin gets by Hunter, but then Mobley took it away from him. Ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell waiting for his teammates to catch up. Stops. 3. Nope. Rebound grab by Pascal Siakam. Donovan was thinking 2 for 1 right there, as Indiana can't run it out. About a 4-second differential. Pacers by 8. McConnell against Ty Jerome. This will be fun to watch throughout this series. Here's McConnell into the paint. McConnell being harassed by Jerome. Bounces it down low to Toppin. Right side Matherin. Wide open three, and he hit it as the shot clock went off.
McConnell made that play, Trim. His dribble penetration. He found the open man.
2.5 for the clock, for the Cavs. Inbounds Mitchell, three-quarters court shot, no. And the first quarter comes to an end. And a good first quarter for the Pacers. They're up by 11, 36-25. Second quarter follows this timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Hey, Cavs fans, basketball is back, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cavs games or to any other live event in the land, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
That's the sound of a perfect paint project with Sherwin-Williams. Whether your next color play is a daring slam dunk statement like edgy gold or a smooth and rich touch like fine wine, Sherwin-Williams has the perfect hue to up your game. With more than 1,700 colors, your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams has got you covered with the very best paint. Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
As down payments get bigger, millions of renters across America feel like they'll never be able to buy a home. So instead of lowering expectations, Rocket Mortgage is lowering down payments to 1% for eligible home buyers with One Plus, helping more renters become owners. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to get a head start on your starter home.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
Maxwell in concert. The Serenade Tour 2025. Saturday, August 16th. Rocket Arena. Maxwell. With special guest, Lucky Day.
Indiana with an 11-point lead over the Cavs, 36-25, one quarter in the book here at Rocket Arena. Boy, the Pacers are shooting it well. 14 of 21 from the field, including 6 of 9 from beyond the arc.
Tim, the first game in any series is a feel-out game. Now the Cavs have to counter and adapt. What's the biggest thing? Siakam got them off to a good start, but more importantly, Tim, their defense forced Cavalier turnovers. But the other thing is their defense is pushing us away from the basket. We need either dribble penetration, ball movement, player movement. Stay with the game plan. You won 60-some games playing that way in the half court. And that's what they were concerned about. The Cavs' half-court basketball was so good analytically and statistically that they're trying to get us out of our half-court game.
Let's head down to Serena before the second quarter gets underway.
Yeah, Tim. I mean, Kenny just said, look, we've got to pick up our offensive physicality. We've got to screen better, do a better job of getting open. Look, they know they've got to be great on the defensive end, but the main focus of that timeout was offensive physicality.
You're all over it, Serena. You're all over it.
Cavs down 11 as we start quarter number 2, 36-25. And again, Serena will be joining us throughout the playoffs. Here comes Mitchell down the lane, but he left it short as he went up for the layup. Here comes McConnell to the other end. Behind him to Obi Toppin. Toppin, the former Knick, back out front to T.J. McConnell. McConnell works himself into the left corner, draws Mobley, cross-court pass to nobody.
We'll take it.
Went into the first row of the real good seats right down there, floor level.
Well, Tim, that's a good sign. If we can get them to turn the ball over.
Mobley, left corner to Dean Wade. Wade will drive the baseline into the paint, looking for help. Left side Mitchell, wide open three. In and out. Rebound grab by Okoro, and Ice, who just checked in, has a nice bucket. Makes it 36-27.
All of that counts. Hustle points.
Cavs draw back to within 9. Early second quarter at Rocket Arena. Siakam, left wing, shot up, no. Rebound grab by Max Strus. Ahead to Dean Wade. Wade on the handoff to Strus. Strus in the middle to Mobley. Mobley gave it right back to Max. Left side, Wade. Wade gets around Toppin. Out front, Strus. Straightaway three. In and out. Boy, the Cavs are cold from three-ball land.
But, Tim, the good thing, they're getting good shots.
At the other end, Toppin was backing down Strus, and an offensive foul is called on Obi Toppin.
Because Strus was not going to give him position in the lane in early offense. That's great defense. I tell you what, Bulldog, as I call him, Matt Strus does all the little things that are contagious to winning.
Max Strus in the playoffs, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists per game. A little bit of everything. But it all adds up to winning basketball. Cavs down 9 as Mitchell crosses the half-court line. Donovan lobbed to Mobley at the foul line. Evan, heavy traffic, put it up and rolled it in. Evan Mobley's got a 7-point game, and that bucket gets the Cavs to within 7. McConnell, lob topside to Obi Toppin. Toppin is muscling into Evan Mobley, came around him and laid it in. So Obi Toppin makes it 38-29. Pacers, 10-10 to go in the half. Donovan Mitchell around a Mobley screen, just threw it at the basket, missed it. A foul will be called on TJ McConnell. You know, every home game you can join the Cavs and Huntington Bank on East 4th Street for Cavs Fan Fest. Enjoy entertainers, prizes, a DJ, and a visit from the Huntington Treats Truck. Fan Fest starts 3 hours before tip-off. For more info, visit Cavs.com/playoffs. Mitchell inbounds to Mobley, gave it right back to Donovan Mitchell. 10 on the shot clock. Mitchell in the center circle. Mitchell on the left-hand dribble. Lob to Evan, top of the key. Mobley down the lane, laid it up and in with the right hand.
Tim, that's two-man action. That two-man action, they've got to get some more off of that, and they will.
Cavs back to within 7, but the shifty McConnell at the other end comes up and under the hoop and laid it in. Indiana's lead is back to 9. Here's Donovan Mitchell. Right of the lane, into Toppin, drives and scores. Donovan Mitchell in double figures with 11. Cavs again to within 7. Here's Siakam, right of the lane against Mobley. Siakam out front to Toppin. Toppin will hand it off to TJ McConnell. Shoots it right side to Siakam. Tosses it right back to McConnell. McConnell against Mobley. McConnell left side to Mathurin. Gets it down low to Siakam. Weaves his way into the lane. Rolled it in and got fouled.
And that's what makes Siakam so unique, Tim. He's got a mid-range, he's got a three-pointer, and he can post you up. He's just a dynamic scorer for them, getting it done.
9th-year player out of New Mexico State, of course, acquired from Toronto.
Hey, Tim, what happened to Miles Turner? He hasn't played. He hasn't played since the beginning. It's been a while because this is what happens when matchups are on the floor. Difficult matchups.
Pascal Siakam, line right. Free throws, good. Outstanding player. Had games of 18, 23, and 10 against the Cavs this year. And that 10-point game was in the third matchup. He didn't play a whole lot. Got a few minutes and then sat out the rest of it. Cavs down 10. Isaac Okoro in the middle to Mobley. Mobley out front against Siakam. Lob left side to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell right in front of the Pacer bench. Mitchell against Nembhard. Tosses it in the middle to Ice. Okoro comes right down the lane into Toppin. Toppin blocked the shot. Ball grabbed by Siakam ahead to McConnell. Bounced down the floor and the drive and bucket by Benedict Mathurin. And the Pacers are up by 12 at 45-33.
And it's off of turnovers, Tim.
Here's Donovan Mitchell, top of the key. Right corner to Ice. 3-ball. Nope. Rebound grab by Obi Toppin. Toppin ahead to TJ McConnell. McConnell takes it right into Strus. Fires. Miss. Tipped up. No, as it wouldn't fall for Benedict Mathurin. Loose ball grab by Wade. Cavs down 12. 8:15 to go in the half. Here's Evan Mobley. On the right side, Mobley into the lane against Toppin. Banks scores.
That's where the money is. Toppin is the pigeon, and they've taken him, Tim. You got to take him.
Mobley's bucket gets the Cavs to within 10 and brings a timeout. 45-35. Pacers lead it. 8:06 to go first half on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
High-scoring offense and lockdown defense, those are the ingredients for a deep playoff run. For every other ingredient, Cavs fans trust Giant Eagle and Market District. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, a thrilling selection of fresh favorites, and everyday value from our family of brands are your game day go-tos. You can score a Cavalanche of perks with My Perks, earning free groceries and gas along the way. It's time to let them know. Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Hey, Cavs fans, want to watch the Cavs and all of your favorite games without cable? Check out Fubo. Fubo has over 170 live channels, including the likes of ESPN, Fox, NBC, and now FanDuel Sports Network is available on Fubo. So you have a new option to watch all Cavs games carried on FanDuel Sports Network without having to subscribe to cable. Fubo is an official partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. To try it for free, visit Fubo.tv. That's FUBO.tv.
Hear that? That's Ralphie, my poodle. And he's happy because he's about to get a piece of cheese. Yeah, there's a pill hiding in that piece of cheese, but Ralphie doesn't seem to mind. Cheese is cheese. I get all his medications at Discount Drug Mart because I know the Drug Mart pharmacy carries only the highest quality, from heartworm and flea to antibiotics and pain meds. And they're all at super low prices. So I can afford that fancy kibble he likes so much. And that makes me as happy as Ralphie. Thanks, Discount Drug Mart.
The Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, known as LECOM, is a proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. LECOM, the nation's largest and most applied to medical school, is just 90 minutes from Cleveland and trains the next generation of doctors, dentists, pharmacists, and podiatrists. At LECOM, we expand the boundaries of medical knowledge, challenging our students and preparing them to realize their potential. Visit lecom.edu to learn more. At LECOM, we make dreams a reality. We make doctors.
Cavs down 9 as Mitchell crosses the half-court line. Donovan lobbed to Mobley at the foul line. Evan, heavy traffic, put it up and rolled it in. Evan Mobley's got a 7-point game, and that bucket gets the Cavs to within 7. Mitchell on the left-hand dribble. Lob to Evan, top of the key. Mobley down the lane, laid it up and in with the right hand.
Tim, that's two-man action. That two-man action, they've got to get some more off of that, and they will.
Here's Donovan Mitchell. Right of the lane, into Toppin, drives and scores. Donovan Mitchell in double figures with 11. Cavs again to within 7. Cavs have been fighting uphill throughout most of the first half, 45-35. They trail the Pacers by 10 with 8:06 to go here in quarter number 2. Get your 25-26 Cavs United ticket memberships. Now, membership grants access to Cavs games and benefits that last all year, like playoff priority, team shop and concession discounts, and exclusive perks. So join the Wine and Gold as a Cavs United member. Go to Cavs.com/enroll. Jim, your thoughts on what we've seen so far?
No, Tim, I've seen a lot, but let's talk about what kind of defense the Pacers are playing. They're playing what we call a triangle and 2. The men on the front line, they're playing a zone, and the other 2 guys out front are playing man-to-man with pressure, almost daring you to drive because they've got that zone in the paint.
It was interesting before the ball game. Kenny Atkinson called Rick Carlisle a brilliant tactician.
Oh, yeah.
Off the timeout. And we've got a offensive foul called on Jarris Walker. He just checked into the ball game, setting the legal screen. That'll give it back to the Cavaliers.
Let's see how we handle this now, Tim, after a timeout.
Jerome and Hunter back in as Mitchell and Mobley sit down. Mitchell and Mobley each with 11 for the Cavaliers. Left side Strus, bounce left corner to Okoro. Okoro in the lane to Allen. Hook scores.
I like that. That dribble penetration, Tim. And guys moving without it.
Cavs to within 8, 45-37. Halliburton left of the lane. Turnaround shot good. Tyrese Halliburton makes it 47-37. Pacers by 10. Here's Ty Jerome and out around an Allen screen. Jerome had it knocked out of his hands. No foul called. Boy, both Ty and Kenny Atkinson are irate as the Pacers push it to the other end. Left corner, Shepard with a wide open three. Couldn't connect. Rebound grab by Ty Jerome.
Keep attacking, Ty. Make them blow the whistle.
Jerome into the paint. Floats. Missed. Rebound. Okoro. Shoves it left in the lane to Jerome. Hooks. Scores.
Make them blow the whistle. Stay with what you do best.
47-39. You're seeing and you're hearing the physicality of playoff basketball. Cavs down 8. Here's Walker. Got it out front. Halliburton. Long three. That one's short. And Max Strus will simply let the rebound go out of bounds.
Yeah, he elected to take that shot, Tim, because the Cavs defense stood up tall that time. I like it.
Cavs down 8 with the ball. Ty Jerome in the center circle. Jerome gets by Shepard. One in the lane. Float, scores, and a foul to go with it.
Tim, you see what I'm talking about? Even though the official didn't make the call 2 plays ago, stay with what you do, because then you can make them blow the whistle. Don't alter your shot just to give a shot off because they're not going to call a foul. Play your game. Play your game, and that's what Ty Jerome is doing.
Ty Jerome with a 6-point game, averaging 16.3 in the playoffs. First time he's ever played in postseason basketball.
Hard to believe.
And he has been dynamic. 47-42.
Poise, tremendous poise.
5-point lead for Indiana. Cavaliers with some momentum. Here's Walker against Hunter. Walker now works to the free throw line, backs up, got it out front to Halliburton. Halliburton draws Jared Allen, one on the shot clock, off to Neesmith, and he drained a three as the shot clock went off.
Neesmith hasn't missed an open three, Tim, since we played him in Indiana. That's his thing.
Cavs to the other end. DeAndre Hunter bobbled it at the free throw line, scoops it back up. Cavs down 8, 5:40 to go first half. Here's Ty Jerome. Jerome, lob to Strus, left wing, three, perfect! Max Strus buries a three, his first points of the ball game. Max has shot it well from downtown in the playoffs at 46%. And that three ball gets the Cavs to within 2. Miles Turner, lob right side to Halliburton. Halliburton, cross court, left wing, Neesmith. Neesmith will let it fly. There's a miss. Rebound, Jared Allen. Good jinx by Jim Jones. Cavs down 2 with the ball. Ty Jerome out front, Strus. Three. In and out. Rebound grab by Aaron Neesmith.
And Tim, that was more in than out.
Crowd was ready to erupt. And at the other end, we've got an offensive foul. They'll get Aaron Neesmith with the illegal screen.
And Tim, that's what usually happens. If one team is more physical than the other and has an advantage, if you become physical, you give yourself a chance to get those kind of calls.
Don't forget, Mike Snyder is coming up at the half with the McDonald's halftime report. Mike will recap the first 2 quarters as the Eastern Conference semifinals are underway. Here comes DeAndre Hunter into the forecourt for the Cavs. Sam Merrill is back on the floor for the Cavaliers. Here's Jerome. 3 ball. Up. No. Go ahead. Hung on that rim and then dropped off into the arms of Pascal Siakam. 50-45. Nembhard left in the lane. Runner no, but a foul will be called on Sam Merrill.
Yes, and he sold it. Nembhard sold it because one thing Sam Merrill does, he's very good at staying in front of his man. Nembhard threw his body into him and sold it.
We mentioned that the text lines are open. Well, we've got texts from all over the country. We've got Jason in Atlantic City. He's dialed in. We've got a texter who is flying to Cleveland from Houston, listening on the flight. That's a good thing. As Andrew Nembhard gets that first free throw. Got 6 points in the ball game, make it 7 as he follow-ups the first with a second. Cavs down 7 at 52-45, 4.5 minutes to go. First half will play. DeAndre Hunter. Lob in the middle to Merrill, gave it right back to Hunter. Hunter got knocked down out front, and the foul will be called on Neesmith. And boy, Rick Carlisle's chewing on the ear of Sean Wright.
And that's his third. Is that his third or his second, Tim?
It'll be 3.
He's the best defender. He's the best on-ball defender. That's a huge loss. But look, this game is such. One of the coaches just went down and told him that Neesmith has 3.
Well, Neesmith will take a seat in all likelihood for the remainder of the first half. You know, tickets for Cavs playoffs presented by Phantom Fireworks are on sale. So let them know with us at Rocket Arena and secure your spot to cheer on the Cavs.
Hey, Tim, they're scrubbing so hard. That must have been Crown Royal that fell on the floor when they're on the side over there. Because only the thickness of a Crown Royal drink could stick to the... Look at that. Look, they got 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 4 people out there trying to get that liquor up.
Either that or there were multiple cocktails that went down.
I'm telling you, that was a Crown Royal move. But look at that young man is still there. Look how hard he's working. That's Crown Royal.
52-45. Cavs down 7 with 4:22 to go as Jim describes the chemical combination of Crown Royal and how it sticks to a hardwood floor in an NBA arena.
Yeah, it just sticks to pine. It's an incredible drink.
Hey, speaking of text, Jim, while they still clean up the Crown Royal, Barry from Minnesota texted in. He wants to ask, how is the Cavs offense different without DG?
Because he gives you an option, and you have to match up to him. And you can't match up to him with an easy defender. And that's why we need him.
A good question from Barry from Minnesota. Cavs, though, turn it over on the inbounds as Indiana heads to the other end. They're up by 7, 52-45. Out front, Siakam left of the key. His jumper missed the mark. Rebound tracked down by DeAndre Hunter in the corner. Hunter comes up the right side. Stops. 3. Bullseye! DeAndre Hunter right on target. 52-48. Hunter has a 7-point first half. Cavaliers back to within 4 with under 4 to go here in quarter number 2. Mitchell and Mobley at the scorer's table. They will check in at the next break. Siakam against Hunter. Siakam deals left side to Mathurin. Mathurin backs up behind the arc, shoots over Hunter, and hits.
Yeah, come on, Hunter. You know better. You read the scouting report.
Mathurin hits the 3 ball to make it 55-48. Hunter, run of the lane. Hunter in the lane. Missed it. Ball backs to Hunter. Out front to Jerome. Floats. Scores!
Second
Jerome
shot.
came right down the lane, knocked it home. Cavaliers to within 5 at 55-50.
Second shots, they count.
Lob down low for Siakam. Siakam is being held onto by Ty Jerome. That'll be the first foul on Ty Jerome. It will also get Mitchell and Mobley back in the ball game for the Cavaliers.
Yo, Tim, I'm going to watch that official because he's the one that hadn't been making calls on contact, on dribble, penetration. Then he calls a hold call down here that he could have let go, that they've been letting go all game. The inconsistency of officiating definitely affects how you play.
Cavaliers going with Merrill, along with Mitchell, Hunter, Mobley, and Allen. Cavs down 5, 55-50, 3:06 to go, first half of play. Game 1. Where's game 2? Tuesday night, right back here at Rocket Arena. Then the series will shift to Indiana. Game 3 on Friday night. Game 4 1 week from tonight. Here's Nembhard on the right side against Mitchell. 8 on the shot clock. Nembhard out front to Halliburton. Halliburton left side to Nembhard. Nembhard against Merrill. Nembhard, 3 on the clock. 3, got it. Nembhard's got himself a 10-point first half.
He was dynamic. That was a heck of a play and shot.
Here's Donovan Mitchell at the other end for the Cavs. Mitchell into the lane. Rolling shot. Rolled around the rim and in. Donovan Mitchell gets the Cavs to within 6 at 58-52. Got to delay a game warning against the Cavs. He'll try anything to slow down this Indiana team. They love up-tempo basketball. Here's Halliburton, baseline right. Got it out front to Siakam. Siakam now on the handoff to Nembhard. Nembhard, top of the key, bounced right in the lane to Siakam. Siakam against Allen. Siakam with 2 on the clock will unload. That's an air ball. Rebound, Mobley saves it into Mitchell. Here come the Cavs down by 6. 2:10 to go in the quarter. Mitchell on the left wing, splits a double team into the lane, hooks, rolls, scores! Timeout, Indiana, as the Cavaliers have pulled to within 4, and Rocket Arena is on its feet. 2:06 to go first half. 58-54 Pacers will take a timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
20 years of Jonas, living the dream tour, performing Nick Solo and the administration, Joe and DNCE, and the Jonas Brothers, Kevin, Nick, and Joe, playing Rocket Arena November 11th. With special guest, the All-American Rejects, the greatest celebration of Jonas ever in one incredible show. Get tickets now at rocketarena.com.
Suspect a natural gas leak? Enbridge Gas Ohio reminds you, first move your feet, then call when you're down the street. A gas leak might have a smell like rotten eggs, or you might see blowing dirt or bubbling water. A leaking pipeline might also make a hissing sound that you can hear. And whether you're an individual or contractor, state law requires you to call 811 before you dig to have underground utilities marked. Dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. For more safety information, visit enbridge.com, keyword natural gas safety.
At Cleveland Clinic, every moment matters. So you unite as one to care for hearts like your very own. You push your minds to help heal theirs. And you forge new paths to help fight cancers. Because when defying the odds is what you do, the right care can change everything. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Mitchell, left of the lane, Euro steps, pops and scores! Oh, what a shot by Donovan Mitchell.
The Cleveland Cavaliers playoffs presented by Phantom Fireworks are here.
Garland still on the dribble, bounce left of the lane to Mobley, spins! Pow! Oh, my!
It's time to let them know at Rocket Arena and secure your spot to cheer on the Cavs now at SeatGeek.com.
Top side to Mitchell, Donovan, right corner Garland, another 3. That one is right on the mark. Welcome to the playoffs. Ty Jerome in the center circle. Jerome gets by Shepard, one in the lane, floats, scores, and a foul to go with it.
Tim, you see what I'm talking about? Even though the official didn't make the call 2 plays ago, stay with what you do, because then you can make them blow the whistle.
Here's Ty Jerome. Jerome, lob to Strus, left wing, 3, perfect! Max Strus buries a 3, his first points of the ball game. Max has shot it well from downtown in the playoffs at 46%. Hunter comes up the right side, stops, 3, bullseye! DeAndre Hunter right on target, 52-48. Hunter has a 7-point first half. Cavaliers back to within 4 with under 4 to go here in quarter number 2. Cavs down 4, 58-54, 2:06 to go, second quarter of play. Tim Elkhorn along with Jim Jones. Serena Winters now with us for the remainder of Cavaliers postseason basketball. And let's have a look at our Discount Drug Mart first half assist numbers, brought to you by Discount Drug Mart, your one-stop shop that saves you the runaround. For Indiana, 16 assists on 22 field goals. Cavaliers with 13 assists on 24 buckets. Those are your Discount Drug Mart first half assist numbers. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. 58-54 Pacers. They've got the basketball off the timeout. Halliburton, left corner, Nembhard 3. There's another one.
And he was wide open, Tim. Come on. There's certain players that you know through your scouting report that you can't leave open. Anybody near them has got to close out on them.
13 for Nembhard. Cavs down 7. Here's Mitchell out front, left side to Merrill. Merrill weaves his way into the paint, tosses it to Hunter. DeAndre, top of the key, rattled it home.
Oh, my goodness, I think he's feeling it, Tim.
Hunter's got 9. Cavs back to within 7 at 61-54. Lob down low to Turner. Turner surrounded And he threw it back out front to Tyrese Halliburton. Lob to Turner, run of the lane. He'll bank on Mitchell, and he'll get the bounce. Miles Turner, a couple of field goals for 4 points. He's averaging 17 per game in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's had a good run so far.
Cavs down 6. Here's Mitchell with under a minute. Into the lane, shot puts it, missed it. Rebound Allen over the shoulder to Donovan, and then he got it blocked by Turner. And out of there with it comes Nembhard. Turner, a great shot blocker, and now Turner at the other end running the floor, got fouled as he went up with the shot. So with Miles Turner heading to the free throw line to shoot 2, we'll pause for station identification on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse. Miles Turner, just like Jared Allen, big guy out of Texas. Miles Turner from Bedford, Texas. Went to Texas, now in his 10th year. Of course, Jared Allen out of Round Rock, Texas, in his 8th year in the league. Boy, they have had some battles over the years.
Yes, they have, Tim. But none as important as the one we're going through now, because well, the Cavs have played this season. And here the Pacers changing up their defense, half court with pressure, full court with pressure.
Turner hit both free throws. Evan Mobley throws it to Ty Jerome in the center circle. 12 on the shot clock with 32 to go in the half. Cavaliers down 8. Donovan Mitchell, left side to Jerome, splits a double team, and he got fouled. And now Zach Zarba will confer with Sean Wright. They each had a foul. The question is, who is it on?
They said he was shooting. We'll take it, Tim.
They got it on Benedict Mathurin. Yeah, that'll put Ty Jerome at the free throw line, shooting 2. 26.7 to go here in the first half of play.
You know, it is so important to stay in attack mode, even if you're not successful early, because this is the kind of game in the playoffs where you can have runs out of nowhere. But if you start denying yourself the aggressiveness because you're second-guessing yourself, that's how you get beat. But what the Cavs have done, Tim, they've stayed in attack mode.
Jerome hit them both. 11 points for Ty Jerome. Cavs back to within 6. Indiana can't quite run it all the way out. About a 3-second differential as Andrew Nembhard is picked up by Jerome at the half-court line. Boy, Jerome right in the shirt of Nembhard. Nembhard now spins away from Ty, or at least tries to. Nembhard left side. Halliburton with a jumper that missed. Rebound Allen. 4 on the clock. Ahead to Mitchell. 2 on the clock. Mitchell stops. 3. Nope. And that will end the first half of play. Well, the Cavaliers and the Pacers have put 2 quarters in the book here at Rocket Arena. Cavs were down by 11 at the end of 1. But they outscore Indiana 33-28 here in the second to get to within 6. 64-58, Pacers lead it. And Mike Snyder, if the first half of Game 1 is anything like what we're going to see throughout this series, it's going to be some intense, exciting basketball.
Well, that is no question about that, Tim. And certainly the Indiana Pacers, they've got some offense. We've talked about their perimeter offense. We are getting a look at it firsthand as they have scored 64 points in the first 2 quarters of this one. It's time for the McDonald's Halftime Report. Coming up, we'll check in with Brad Sellers, get his thoughts on the first 2 quarters. We'll go around the NBA, a Game 7 coming up later tonight in Houston. We'll tell you all about that as well, and we'll dig deeper into the Cavs and Pacers. It's Indiana 64, the Cavs 58. The McDonald's Halftime Report is coming up next on the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
That's the sound of a perfect paint project with Sherwin-Williams. Whether your next color play is a daring slam dunk statement like edgy gold or a smooth and rich touch like fine wine, Sherwin-Williams has the perfect hue to up your game. With more than 1,700 colors, your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams has got you covered with the very best paint. Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Big news, Cavs fans. Score big this season with Cavs Rewards. Link any existing credit card or debit card so you can earn and unlock exclusive Cavs experiences and prizes. Rewards include a trip to an away game, access to courtside seats, Cavs memorabilia, custom jerseys, and more. Join Cavs Rewards today and start earning points with purchases at the Cavs Team Shop, concessions at Rocket Arena, and other preferred Cavs Rewards locations. Visit Cavs.com/rewards to sign up for free and start earning.
Hey Cavs fans, when it comes to your health and well-being, Medical Mutual is your hometown health insurer. We offer Ohioans high-quality health insurance plans with access to the hospitals and doctors you know and trust. Plus, dental, vision, life and disability, and wellness plans to help you achieve and maintain your health. To learn more about individual Medicare and employer plans, visit medmutual.com. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Time now for the McDonald's Halftime Report Playoff Edition, and I'm loving it. Here's Mike Snyder.
It is halftime of Game 1 of this Eastern Conference semifinal playoff series, and the visitors have the lead at 64-58. Indiana with an impressive first two quarters here at Rocket Arena, and they've led by as many as 12, led by 11 after 1. The Cavaliers have cut into that lead and trail by 6 here at the half. Now, this is Game 1 of the series. Game 2 coming up on Tuesday, and that will be a 7 o'clock start. Again, the Cavaliers without Darius Garland tonight with that toe sprain. Sam Merrill got the start, and boy, it really was a rocky start collectively for the Cavaliers in that first quarter, but they have fought back.
Mitchell on the left wing, splits a double team into the lane, hooks, rolls, scores! Timeout, Indiana, as the Cavaliers have pulled to within 4, and Rocket Arena is on its feet.
Mitchell with 15 points, and he leads all scorers, also in double figures for the Cavs. Evan Mobley has 11, Ty Jerome with 11. The Pacers, with some terrific three-point shooting, have scored 64 points. They are led by Pascal Siakam with 13. Andrew Nebhard, he has 12. Tyrese Halliburton with 9. Also, their bench has been very good. 19 off the bench for Indiana. Cavs with 21 off the bench. Ty Jerome with 11, and DeAndre Hunter. As we bring in Brad Sellers, Brad, the stat that jumps out at me initially, though, Cavaliers just 5 of 20 in threes, and the Pacers are 9 of 15.
Yeah, Mike, not shooting it extremely well, but we're still close. We're only down 6 at the half. Have an opportunity to come back in the second half. One thing I think that we have to do is defensively we have to turn up the intensity. You cannot give the Pacers another 62-point half, right? It just puts us at too much peril and then at risk. And secondly, I think we've got to get other production here. We've got to get guys like Max and Sam and Jared going here because they've been a little sluggish in the first half. We got off to a slow start. We're good to be just down 6 at the half.
Cavs looked a little bit shaky in that first quarter. Indiana bringing some full court pressure. They've really been into the Cavs here.
Well, obviously we disposed of our opponent early, so you come back here and sometimes it takes you a while to get uncranked again. Obviously, Darius is not playing with us in this game, but we've got to find a way to get ourselves going. I think production from off the bench from Ty Jerome and DeAndre Hunter, they at least give us 20 off the bench, so that's a good number, right? But somebody else has got to come to the party here, and I like to come to the party from the defensive standpoint, that if we're putting some pressure on them defensively, slowing them down, and create some opportunities for us in the long run.
And they've had a lot of wide open looks.
It's just too many. It's just too many. And I said again, now you got to pick up the pace. I know that Kenny Atkinson at halftime is trying to get the intensity picked up. We got to come to a playoff level intensity here because we got to get Indiana under control.
38 points in the paint for the Cavs to the Pacers 20, but Indiana deadly from long range, 9 of 15. and the Cavs just 5 of 20. And Brad, you think about the start of the season, even the Cavs have shot the ball well 3-point range from the 3-point land. You would think that that percentage would pick up. That's been a key stat for them all year.
Well, listen, we shot it traditionally well all season long, but 5 of 20 is an anemic number here, right? And so for us, anemic for us. So I think that we have the capabilities of doing it. We got to step up to the line and shoot it with confidence. I think we can do it, but somebody's got to get going. And traditionally, if you can get a couple people going on the threes, it kind of gets contagious.
Yeah.
And then what happens is everybody comes to the party.
Well, let's hope they all do. Long way to go in this one, but the Cavs with some work to do. Brad will have a lot to talk about following this game.
See it, it's 2 quarters, Mike.
Okay, Brad Sellers, he, of course, with me on the postgame show following every Cavs game. Of course, our Cavs postgame show will have complete coverage. Coach Atkinson, Donovan Mitchell and company as we wrap up the evening. But a long way to go as we're here at the half. Now, around the NBA, there's one other game that's coming up later tonight. It'll be a Game 7 in Houston, the Warriors and the Rockets. Here's Steph Curry on it.
You understand the crowd is going to be into it. How we start the game is going to matter, but it's going to be a long 48 minutes to stick with it and, come with a level of aggressiveness, attention to detail, and just the idea that it's going to be a game of runs. You got to just embrace it, have fun with it, show up with a kind of killer instinct.
Well, you've got the experienced Warriors with the likes of Curry and Jimmy Butler, and then the upstart Houston Rockets, a young team with a lot of talent. Here's their coach, Ime Udoka.
For us, it was just continue to do what we did to get here. Even in the games that we lost, we didn't play our best. We played the average game at best, and there were some one-possession games. And when we've played good basketball, we've had some blowouts. And so that bodes well, knowing that we can kind of ramp it up there. And if you just have an average or above-average game, you'll be in good shape.
So that'll be decided tonight, that series, and the winner will go on and meet Minnesota. Now tomorrow, the other Eastern Conference semifinal series begins in Boston. Celtics hosting the Knicks. Here's New York head coach Tom Thibodeau.
If you understand what wins in the playoffs, it's your defense, it's your toughness, and it's your teamwork. And you have to have discipline to go along with that. And if you do that, good things come from it.
Well, the Knicks winning a very contentious series against Detroit. They take on a Boston team that battled and had their hands full at least through 5 games against Orlando. Jason Tatum says.
Probably exactly what we needed. Good test, first round. A couple guys really banged up and dealing with some things, but showing that mental toughness of, getting up and getting ready for each game and doing whatever it takes, whatever the game calls for, and just figuring out a way to win.
So that series begins tomorrow night in Boston. Pacers leading the Cavaliers by 6. Indiana 9 of 15 in 3-point shooting. Prior to the game, we heard from DeAndre Hunter. This has been a topic about Indiana and their perimeter shooting. Here's what he says about defending it.
I think you just got to be aggressive on defense. Turner's usually on the perimeter, so that means he can't crash the glass as often. So we just have to, be physical with him and keep him off the glass. And, that'll allow us to get in transition. And I feel like we're best when we're in transition.
Well, that's something that Brad Sellers talked about, being more aggressive. The Pacers have had too many clean looks, and the Cavaliers just have seemed a little rushed offensively, and they haven't had that good flow, although they battled back in the second quarter and won the quarter. So we'll see as we go quarter by quarter in all of this, with the Pacers leading by 11 after 1, but the Cavs cut into it, trailed by only 6 here at the half. Tickets for the Cavs playoffs presented by Phantom Fireworks are on sale. Let them know with us at Rocket Arena and secure your spot to cheer on the Cavs now at Cavs.com/playoffs. It's halftime of Game 1, the Cavaliers and the Pacers going at it. We remind you, always love to hear from you via the text line, and you can text us at 216-440-9566 throughout the game, and of course following the game with your thoughts, comments, and questions. This is the McDonald's halftime report. It's the Pacers leading the Cavs 64-58. We'll send it back to Tim, Jim, and Serena after this timeout of the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Hey, Cavs fans, basketball is back, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cavs games or to any other live event in the land, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Are you ready for the all-new Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Glow and Fire? Come watch your favorite Hot Wheels Monster Trucks fly, crash, and smash with all new stunts. Featuring Scalosaurus, 5-Alarm, Tiger Shark, Bigfoot, and more. Thrilling freestyle motocross and the fire-breathing robot, Arctic Gun. Meet the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks up close at the pre-show party. Special kids ticket prices starting at just $10. Coming September 6th to Rocket Arena in Cleveland. Get tickets now at SeatGeek.com.
High-scoring offense and lockdown defense, those are the ingredients for a deep playoff run. For every other ingredient, Cavs fans trust Giant Eagle and Market District. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, a thrilling selection of fresh favorites, and everyday value from our family of brands are your game day go-tos. You can score a Cavalanche of perks with My Perks, earning free groceries and gas along the way. It's time to let them know. Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Hey, Cavs fans, want to watch the Cavs and all of your favorite games without cable? Check out Fubo. Fubo has over 170 live channels, including the likes of ESPN, Fox, NBC, and now FanDuel Sports Network is available on Fubo. So you have a new option to watch all Cavs games carried on FanDuel Sports Network without having to subscribe to cable. Fubo is an official partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. To try it for free, visit Fubo.tv. That's FUBO.tv.
Cavs down 6 at the half. Pacers lead it 64-58. Game 1 in this best-of-7 Eastern Conference semifinals. Great to have you with us on this Sunday night. Tim Elkhorn along with Jim Jones and Serena Winters throughout the remainder of the NBA playoffs. Serena, of course, did a great job on the television side all season long, and she will join us every game on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers audioverse throughout the remainder of the 25 postseason. Cavaliers in the first half of play being paced by Donovan Mitchell. He's got a 15-point first half. Evan Mobley with 11, and Ty Jerome came off the bench. He had 11 points and 5 assists. Indiana is led by Pascal Siakam. He's got a 13-point first half. Andrew Nembhard with 12. As, again, this Indiana offense that likes to get up and down the floor has put together a 64-point first half. In fact, Ty Jerome was asked about playing this Indiana team, and he says, listen, their pace is a challenge.
That's going to be an interesting challenge compared to the last series in Miami. They don't really play with much pace. They don't really play fast, so it's going to be a whole different team. Also, their 5-out spacing, how well Turner shoots the ball. So that's going to present a unique challenge for us.
Well, we'll see what the Cavs can come up with as far as the second half is concerned. They're down 6 at the intermission, 64-58. Hey, Cavs fans, enter daily for the chance to win tickets through the Cavs Playoff Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Phantom Fireworks. Enter at Cavs.com/fireworks. Second half follows this time out on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers audioverse.
The Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, known as LECOM, is a proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. LECOM, the nation's largest and most applied-to medical school, is just 90 minutes from Cleveland and trains the next generation of doctors, dentists, pharmacists, and podiatrists. At LECOM, we expand the boundaries of medical knowledge, challenging our students and preparing them to realize their potential. Visit lecom.edu to learn more. At LECOM, we make dreams a reality. We make doctors.
Postseason dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Whoa, take it easy there. There's a better way to NBA. All playoffs long.
Wait, really?
With the NBA app, you get real-time stats and scores for every playoff matchup. Witness playoff drama as it unfolds.
Seriously?
Catch every bucket all in one place, all for free.
Where have you been all my life?
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
Hear that? That's the sound of your valuable free time ticking away as you go to the pharmacy multiple times a month to pick up your prescriptions. Hear that? No? That's because you've joined Discount Drug Mart's Sync Your Meds program. Drug Mart's pharmacists make sure all your prescriptions are in stock and ready on the same day each month, so you can pick them all up with just one trip, which means your free time is yours to do whatever you want, or nothing at all. Discount Drug Mart saves you the runaround.
With Progressive Snapshot, you could save on auto insurance rates by driving safely, which is nice because you can just keep doing you. So keep on using that broken phone charger because it occasionally works. Keep quoting something you heard on the podcast as your own. Keep ignoring your sister's texts while you drive and after. And when baggage claim says, have a great trip, keep on saying, you too. And keep driving safely. And you could save with Snapshot from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents. Surcharge possible for unsafe driving.
Cavs down 6 as we get ready to start the third quarter. Tim Elkhorn along with Jim Jones. Jim, let's talk about how the Cavaliers going to erase this deficit, come back and win game one. Our Rocket built for success.
Well, Tim, they won the second quarter. They outplayed them 33-28. The bench was a big part of that. Our bench scored 13 to their 9. But it's all about just feeling comfortable and staying confident, Tim, in what we do.
Mitchell, right wing three to start the third quarter. Finds the back of the rim. Rebound grabbed by Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton had a 9.6 assist first half. Pacers going right to left. They're heading towards their own bench. Out front, Miles Turner, rainbow to three. Missed it. Rebound grabbed by Evan Mobley. Mobley down the floor against Siakam. Mobley between his legs on dribble. Mobley foul line to Allen. Hands off to Merrill. Hits the brakes. Merrill sideline left to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell with 10 on the shot clock. Mitchell into the lane. Left side Merrill. Quick three, Sam. Nope. Rebound Mobley. Saves it into Mitchell. His three blocked from behind by Nesmith. He never saw Nesmith coming. Here come the Pacers to the other end. Nesmith with a line drive three. That's good.
And Tim, he's so good at that. Trailing, looking for his offense early.
There's a big swing right there, 67-58, and as Mobley crosses the half-court line, Siakam knocked it out of his hands, out of bounds. Cavs going left to right here in the second half. They're heading towards their own bench. Down to our right. Merrill at the scorer's table tosses it in to Jared Allen. Again, Sam in the starting lineup today with no DG. Here's Strus, left wing, bounce left corner, Mobley, open three. He hit it, but his heel was on the sideline.
Well, Tim, our biggest adversary now is turnovers. Turnovers, Cavs. Stay with your game plan.
Cavaliers have now turned it over 6 times in the ball game. It's led to 9 Indiana points. And it's a 9-point lead for the Pacers, 67-58. Halliburton down the right side to Nembhard. Nembhard against Merrill. Nembhard bounce right in the lane to Turner. He's got Strus on a switch, and a foul will be called on Max Strus. And now through May 7th, head to Giant Eagle and the GE lighting display. Scan the QR code for your chance to win 12 Cavs Suite tickets, an autographed jersey, floor seats, or a GE prize pack. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Available at the GE lighting display at Giant Eagle. Off the inbounds. Half-court line, Halliburton gives it in the middle to Nembhard. Nembhard bounced behind him. 3-ball Turner. Way off. That was a brick. Oh, my goodness. That could have built Rocket Arena. Here's Merrill. Ahead to Strus. 3-ball. That's perfect.
That's what I'm waiting for, Tim. Strus is loose.
Oh, you stole my line. 67-61. You're allowed anytime. Halliburton left side three. That's short. Rebound Merrill. How about Merrill boxing out Miles Turner? Cavs down 6 with the ball. Here's Max Strus. Top side to Mitchell. Mitchell comes around Strus. Back on the right side to Max. 3-ball. Nope. Rebound Mobley. As the Cavs keep the possession alive. Mobley on the handoff to Strus. Lob to Mobley. Pow!
Second shot. They make a difference, Tim. Second shots.
Strus on the loose. Finds Mobley for the dunk. And Rick Carlisle says, I don't like it. Timeout, Pacers. Cavs draw to within 4, 67-63, 9:27 to go, third quarter. We'll take a break on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Big news, Cavs fans. Score big this season with Cavs Rewards. Link any existing credit card or debit card so you can earn and unlock exclusive Cavs experiences and prizes. Rewards include a trip to an away game, access to courtside seats, Cavs memorabilia, custom jerseys, and more. Join Cavs Rewards today and start earning points with purchases at the Cavs Team Shop, concessions at Rocket Arena, and other preferred Cavs Rewards locations. Visit Cavs.com/rewards to sign up for free and start earning.
Suspect a natural gas leak? Enbridge Gas Ohio reminds you, first move your feet, then call when you're down the street. A gas leak might have a smell like rotten eggs, or you might see blowing dirt or bubbling water. A leaking pipeline might also make a hissing sound that you can hear. And whether you're an individual or contractor, state law requires you to call 811 before you dig to have underground utilities marked. Dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. For more safety information, visit enbridge.com, keyword natural gas safety.
Eric Clapton. September 11th. Rocket Arena. With special guest, the Wallflowers. Tickets are on sale now at rocketarena.com. Don't miss the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, Eric Clapton.
At Cleveland Clinic, bettering lives is what you live for. You treat setbacks as a chance to come back stronger. You search for solutions inside and out. And you create new ways to keep moving forward. Because managing a condition is a win worth celebrating. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Here's Mitchell out front, left side to Merrill. Merrill weaves his way into the paint, tosses it to Hunter. DeAndre, top of the key, rattled it home.
Oh, my goodness, I think he's feeling it, Tim.
Nimhart bounced behind him, 3-ball Turner, way off. That was a brick. Oh, my goodness, that could have built Rocket Arena. Here's Merrill, ahead to Strus, 3-ball. That's perfect.
That's what I'm waiting for, Tim. Strus is loose.
67-63, Cavaliers have drawn to within 4 as they have gotten hot here in the third quarter of play. And Jim, even when the shots haven't fallen, they've gotten second shot opportunity.
You're all over it, Tim, and that was the advantage we had this season against this team. We outscored them on offense. We didn't outscore them, but we had the offensive boards by 52-33. Those second shots mean a lot because in the second quarter, the Cavs had 27 field goal attempts to the Pacers 19. So possessions is the name of the game.
Serena, what did Kenny just tell his team?
It was all about physicality, Tim, and he said, look, continue to be as physical as you were coming out of halftime. Keep tagging, wear them down. The biggest key to this is do it for longer. And how many times have we heard these guys talk about that at practice this week? You've got to do it for longer. Look, they've had great ball pressure coming out of halftime. Let's see if they can keep it up here in this third quarter.
Thank you. Great stuff.
Indiana with the basketball off the timeout as the Cavs have pulled to within 4. Nimhart tosses it to Turner at the foul line, and he drains a jumper.
Yeah, Turner's too good a shooter.
Makes it 69-63.
Yeah, you got to treat him like an exceptional shooter that he is.
Cavs all bunched up on the right side. Somehow Mitchell caught a pass from Allen. Mitchell comes right down the lane, feeds Allen. Pow! With the right hand. Allen got sent to the deck. No foul called. Jarrett should have had an and one. Nimhart at the other end with a 3, and he hit it. Oh, Kenny Atkinson.
He got subbed. It was Turner.
72-65. Mitchell, right of the lane. Donovan tried to get it to Allen. Allen touched it, and he threw it back out front to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell out front, 2 on the clock, leans into Halliburton, draws the foul on the 3-ball attempt. Oh my, going back to Jared Allen, he stuffed one.
He pushed him.
He got absolutely crushed on the play and no whistle. Wow. But here's Donovan Mitchell heading to the free throw line.
Well, Tim, you know what I say, do unto them as they've done unto you. If he can push, I tell the official, and I've done it, so look, if you're going to let him do that, then you got to let me do the same, and you won't hear from me again.
Here's Donovan Mitchell at the free throw line. Donovan with a 15-point first half, 7 of 8 from the field. First free throw up and good for the Cavalier All-Star. Jim mentioned at the beginning of the ball game, 7 straight game ones that Donovan has had 30 or more points. He rises to the moment when the series starts. Line right, basket in front of the Cavalier bench. Second one too strong. And Mobley committed a foul or perhaps a lane violation. Let's see what Zach Zarba's going to call here. Well, now he's going to confer with Sean Wright again. And not sure what he called there. Was that a foul on that play? Lane violation?
Shot clock, 23 seconds.
They want 23 on the shot clock.
But Tim, they didn't tell us. Do you have any idea?
Indiana's lead is 6 at 72-66. 8:15 to go here in the third. Halliburton running the lane, floats and scores as Mobley was a hair late getting out there. Halliburton now in double figures with 11. Cavs down 8. They've been pushing uphill. Here's Allen down the lane. Drive, scores with the right hand.
Hey, nice play by Mob.
Evan Mobley with the assist as he found his fellow big man, Jared Allen. Siakam fires right corner to Turner. Fakes the three. Back out front to Siakam. Left wing Nesmith. His three. Got it.
That was too easy, Tim. No rotation at all. Siakam had a shot, too.
Merrill in the lane to Allen, up in the left hand, no. Rebound grab by Miles Turner. 9-point lead for Indiana, 7.5 to go third quarter. Halliburton against Merrill. Halliburton underneath the basket, got it back out front to Nembhard, drops it down low to Turner, left wing Nesmith, 3. There's another one. Timeout, Cavaliers. Indiana is just firing up 3 balls. 13 of 22 from beyond the arc. 59%. And their lead is 12 on the Cavaliers. 80-68. Timeout Cavs. 7:17 to go third quarter on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Right here, right now.
For every just one more mile to your next ace on the court, when you have a sports-related injury, Cleveland Clinic is here. For our Cavaliers, our Guardians, and athletes at all levels, our sports medicine team helps keep you in the game. With expert diagnosis, personalized sports therapies, and game-changing surgeries. For every injury, for every athlete, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
Your summer starts here in the family-sized Toyota Highlander or the bigger.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! I'm talking to you! Thanks for hanging out with us. This is TSI Mike, and now that we've got your attention, we're bringing you every single game of the NBA and NHL playoffs while supporting SickKids Hospital in Toronto through our Playoff Pulse campaign. Let's grow our global community. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell, and join the action.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Joe Bowen here, voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Playoff Pulse on Toronto Sports Insider is all about playoff thrills and making a difference, with 100% of Leaf playoff stream revenue going directly to SickKids for their life-saving treatments and research. We're aiming for 100,000 insiders to boost our impact. So subscribe now and be a part of this incredible movement. Holy Mackinac! Let's show SickKids Hospital we're here for them. Join us today.
Hey you, yeah you, Easton Cowan, Leafs prospect here. I'm loving these Playoff Pulse live hangouts. Subscribe and turn on the bell to catch every game. Keep the chat buzzing and let's cheer for SickKids together. See you in the chat.
Indiana has has their biggest lead of the ball game. Pacers are up 12, 80-68. As they lead the Cavs with 7:17 to go here in the third quarter of play. We mentioned right before we took the timeout, Pacers 13 of 22 beyond the arc, Jim.
And Tim, the way they've done it is that thing you used to call dribble, dish, and swing. And it's worked perfectly for them. They're coming down in what we call a 5-out set. Someone will force a drive like a Halliburton, and the rest of the guys are on the perimeter waiting to get open looks. They are so unselfish, they're getting open looks on the perimeter.
During the regular season, Indiana was 8th in the league in three-ball percentage at 37%. It ticked up a little bit against Milwaukee to 39.3. But tonight, Indiana, 59% from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and it's making that extra pass, Tim.
And, of course, for the Cavaliers, they were number two in the league in three-ball percentage during the year, 38% tonight. Not the case, 6 of 25.
Okay, well, let's catch him. Let's get it down to 6 by the end of the quarter.
As Ty Jerome and DeAndre Hunter have checked in for the Cavaliers. Out front, ball knocked away, goes into the backcourt, but it's tracked down by Jared Allen. Got it ahead to Merrill. Merrill tosses it to Allen, gave it right back to Sam, quickly to Jerome. Jerome left of the lane. Jerome into the paint, put it up, and it bounced around the rim and in. Boy, what a tough angle for Ty Jerome.
What a touch.
But he got it to fall. Jerome now with 13 makes it 80-70. Here's McConnell at the other end. His shot no good as Jerome defended him. Here comes Ty Jerome through the center circle around an Allen screen. Cross court to Strus. Strus left corner Merrill. Wide open three. Got it!
That's how you do it. Keep your poise. Run your stuff.
5 quick points by the Cavaliers. They're back to within 7. It's 80-73. Here's T.J. McConnell on the handoff to Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton against Merrill. Halliburton lob in the lane to Walker. He'll float it up and rattle it in. Jarris Walker with his first 2 points of the ball game.
Tim, just when you think you've got them defensively, they score. We've got to stop that.
DeAndre Hunter into the forecourt against Walker. Gives it to Merrill. Merrill left in the lane to Allen. Ball deflected. Jared got it. Gave it back to DeAndre. Hunter out front got grabbed by Walker, and the foul will be on Jarris Walker.
And they are putting pressure on anyone who's in that backcourt, Tim. They are up and on you, reaching, grabbing, being physical. You know how you overcome it? Attack. Attack the rim. Attack the paint.
Strus on the far sideline. Lob to Allen. He's got a layup. Jared Allen now with 10 points in the ball game. 6 here in the third. Cavs within 7 at 82-75. Miles Turner on the handoff to Halliburton. Halliburton draws Allen on a switch. Halliburton cross court right side to McConnell. Out front to Walker. Left wing Neesmith. Neesmith into the paint. And a foul will be called as he went to the bucket. Got 3 Cavaliers out there all barking at G. Petritis. And Cavs are looking behind the bench at the slew of assistant coaches to see if they should challenge. They won't. And that'll put Aaron Neesmith at the free throw line. Neesmith has a 14-point game, including 4 3-balls. He's averaging 14.8 in the playoffs. As his first free throw is good. Aaron Neesmith didn't play in the first 2 games against the Cavaliers. Had 22 and 6 rebounds in the third game, and then 10 in the regular season finale. Max Strus will take a seat for the Cavaliers as Donovan Mitchell checks back in. Neesmith, line left, one more coming. Hey, download the Cavs app to play Cavs Pick'em for a chance to win a pair of Cavs United memberships with over $150 in prizes given away every game. Download the Cavs app and play Cavs Pick'em. Neesmith hit the second. Cavs down 9, 84-75. As Neesmith.
8 seconds.
defending Jerome, and Ty couldn't get it across in time. As Jim said, that's an 8-second violation.
We've heard that baby ring twice after 82 games. But that's what ball pressure will do, Tim.
Somebody's got to get back to help Ty Jerome.
I agree.
Halliburton throws it into Nimhart. So Indiana with the ball and a 9-point lead. Dean Wade now on for the Cavs. Halliburton out front, 3 missed. Ball loose, picked up by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell heads to the forecourt lob. Allen Powell! Mitchell with the throw to the fro, and a thunderous dunk by Jared Allen.
This may be Jared's time, Tim. This may be his quarter.
Halliburton left of the lane. Tough shot, no good. Rebound grabbed by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell in the middle. Mitchell down the lane. Mitchell drives. Fouled as he went to the bucket. So Donovan Mitchell with the beautiful assist to Jared Allen. And then this time Donovan decided to go right to the rack himself. And he drew that foul from Miles Turner. First foul on Miles Turner as Donovan Mitchell heads to the free throw line.
And Tim, the Cavaliers have answered. They've answered from that 12-point deficit. They're playing a lot better, with a lot more urgency in their body language.
Mitchell with a 16-point ball game, although he's 1 of 8 on the arc. Donovan now with 17 as he rattles that first one in. Evan Mobley checks back in for the Cavaliers. And the Cavaliers will go with Ty Jerome, Donovan Mitchell, along with DeAndre Hunter, Dean Wade, and Evan Mobley. Jared Allen takes a seat. Boy, Jared's come alive here in the third. Mitchell swishes that second free throw.
I think it's his quarter, Tim. It was his quarter. I thought he played exceptional.
Cavs drawn to within 5, 84-79, 4:35 to go. Here in quarter number 3. McConnell gets by Jerome. McConnell tried to feed it in the lane. Ball came free. Out of there with it, Mitchell. Mitchell to the other end. Mitchell drives. Fouled. He drew that foul on Neesmith, and that'll be 4 on Aaron Neesmith.
Their best defender, Tim.
And Rocket Arena is now up and roaring.
That may be the fastest I've ever seen Donovan Mitchell run. Jim, think about it. Was he in center field trying to catch the long ball? Oh, my goodness, did he get down the floor.
He ran faster than those horses did at the Derby yesterday, and all that slop.
Yeah, all that mud. I'd want my money back on those bets. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my. Mitchell hits the first. Well, Donovan was roaring. Down that floor, drew that foul. First free throw gets the Cavs to within 4. He's got one more coming. Second one. 20 for Mitchell. 84-81. Cavaliers have drawn to within 3 after they trailed by 12.
Double dribble.
Siakam double dribbled the basketball. It got poked out of his hands. He grabbed it, but then he dribbled it again. So the Cavs down 3 with 4:19 to go in the third. A chance to get to within 1 or tie it on a long ball. Jerome. Out front to Mitchell. Mitchell against Nimhart. Mitchell right in front of the scorer's table. Pulls up 3. Put it on the rim and missed it. Ball deflects out front to Jerome. Left side to Mitchell. Mitchell splits a double team. Pow! Oh, my! Donovan Mitchell has sent this crowd into a frenzy. 84-83. Cavaliers within 1. 8 straight by the Cavs. Here's Nimhart. Nimhart inside the 3-point arc. Top side to Siakam. Siakam against Wade. Siakam turns, shoots on Wade. Missed it. Rebound Toppin. Toppin left side Mathurin. Lets it fly. Missed it. Rebound Mitchell. Cavs down 1 with 3:25 to go in the third. Mitchell against Nimhart. Down the lane. Floats. No. Rebound Mobley. Mobley in heavy traffic. Hook. Scores. Cavs lead. Timeout, Pacers. 85-84. Cavaliers have roared back after being down by a dozen. They're up by one. 3:16 to go, third quarter, as it is delirium at Rocket Arena. We'll take a timeout with 3:16 to go in the third on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
High-scoring offense and lockdown defense, those are the ingredients for a deep playoff run. For every other ingredient, Cavs fans trust Giant Eagle and Market District. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, a thrilling selection of fresh favorites, and everyday value from our family of brands are your game day go-tos. You can score a Cavalanche of perks with My Perks, earning free groceries and gas along the way. It's time to let them know. Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Home means something different to everyone. But with Rocket Mortgage, home can mean even more. It can mean a college education, taming your high-interest debt, even a renovation. We've made it easier than ever to use your home equity. That home you worked so hard for, now it can work hard for you. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to find out more.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
Hey Cavs fans, when it comes to your health and well-being, Medical Mutual is your hometown health insurer. We offer Ohioans high-quality health insurance plans with access to the hospitals and doctors you know and trust. Plus, dental, vision, life and disability, and wellness plans to help you achieve and maintain your health. To learn more about individual Medicare and employer plans, visit medmutual.com. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Make sure you tune in to the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
Off the timeout, Pacers with a turnover. Donovan Mitchell comes thundering down the floor again. And again he draws a foul to go to the free throw line. Cavaliers up 85-84. 2:49 to go in the third. And Donovan Mitchell, Jim, he has been a force here in the third quarter of play.
Well, this is his time, Tim. He's been here before. More than anybody on this floor, he has been here before. And he knows how important it is to keep the lead. And you see the difference in the body language of the Pacers. They're not smiling, giving each other high fives now. They're feeling the pressure.
Mitchell missed the first. Donovan with a deep breath, and he swishes the second. Mitchell with 23. He's got an 8-point third quarter. Cavs by 2, 86-84, with 2:40 to go here in the third quarter of play. Cavaliers here in the third have outscored the Pacers 28-20. Nembhard, foul line shot, way off. Rebound DeAndre Hunter.
Nembhard hurried that shot, Tim.
Mitchell in between the circles, works to the right wing. Mitchell spins in the lane, shot puts it up and in. Oh, it's magical. Donovan Mitchell makes it 88-84. Here's Nembhard, fires right side. Benedict Mathurin got it out front to Nembhard. Nembhard on the handoff to Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton, bounce right side, Mathurin, corner three, got it.
Yeah, from that short corner.
88-87, under 2 to go here in the third. Cavs lead sliced to 1. Here's Ty Jerome. Jerome into the lane. Jerome leans in, got it blocked, got it back. Jerome, baseline left, into the paint, hemmed in, over his shoulder to Mobley. Right side Wade, open three. No, rebound Mathurin.
Got to make that shot, Tim. You worked that hard for it.
Cavs by 1, Pacers with the ball. A minute and a half to go in the third. Here's Benedict Mathurin, top side to Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton on the left side. Halliburton crossover on Wade. Halliburton into the lane, high off the glass and good.
Yeah, when they need a big baskets, Halliburton's their guy.
Indiana regains the lead, 89-88. 1:07 to go here in the third. The third that has been majestic for Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell on the left side, 3 ball up, Nope. Rebound grab by Matherin.
Tell you what, there's some offensive rebound opportunities, Tim. We need to take advantage of it when we can.
Halliburton being harassed by Mitchell. Halliburton got it out front to Nembhard. Nembhard into the paint, Euro steps, bounce left corner, 3-ball is up, no good from Thomas Bryant, seeing his first action. Rebound comes off to the Cavs. Will they try for a 2-1? Yes, they will. Mitchell down the lane, up with the right hand, and good! Donovan Mitchell, a 12-point quarter, 27 in the game. Cavs up 90-89.
And Tim, he is dead tired. Let's see if he can get a little help from his friends on the defensive end.
Here's Nembhard, face of the center circle.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell reached in and fouled him.
Yeah, he is dead tired. Donovan is dead tired, Tim.
And that's going to get a Coro in the ball game, I'm sure, for Donovan Mitchell. Try to get him 11 more seconds of rest.
What a moment.
And also get the Cavaliers a defender on the floor, with Indiana now having the ability to run out the clock.
What an effort by Donovan Mitchell, Tim.
Ty Jerome also sits down. Strus back in. Cavs by 1. Indiana to inbound. They get it to Halliburton at the half-court line. He tosses it to Siakam. Strus poked it free. Siakam picked it back up. Siakam comes right down the lane. Right corner, Turner fakes to 3, shoots to 3, and hit it as the quarter ended. So Miles Turner hits that 3-ball to close out the quarter and give the Pacers a 2-point lead at the end of 3 at 92.
Ruling on the floor is a good 3. The play is under review.
That's Zach Zarba saying they'll review it. But it's a 92-90 Indiana lead at the end of 3 here at Rocket Arena. Well, we've mentioned throughout the broadcast that Serena Winters is now with us for the remainder of the playoffs, as we're thrilled to have her with us on the Cavaliers Audioverse. Serena, plenty of time for you on this one here, so take your time and tell us what you've got down there.
Well, Tim, while Donovan Mitchell was certainly the story in that third quarter, watching Ty Jerome in that quarter reminded me of something that Rick Carlisle said about his fellow Virginia Cavalier before one of their matchups earlier this year. He said Ty just has that resourceful gene, right? He knows how to make an impact in whatever situation he's been in. And when I asked Ty where he's seen that specifically play out in his first postseason, still crazy that it's his first postseason, right? He said he reads how the Cavs are playing before he comes in. So are they playing too slow? Then he's got to push the pace. Or are they playing frantic? Then he's got to get them good possessions. And if, look, they haven't scored in a while, then he's got to get a shot up. He always thinks, dictate and don't allow the defense to speed me up. And look, that's obviously what Indiana is trying to do. But Ty certainly helped dictate that tempo in that third quarter. He saw that Donovan Mitchell was hot to get him going and really helped to facilitate that. Just a huge role that he plays here.
You're all over it. And I'll tell you what, Donovan has played 26 minutes, Tim, but this is the playoffs. After he gets a breather, I'm sure he's going to go right back in. But this is a pesky Pacer team. They don't give in. They showed great poise once the Cavaliers took the lead.
Indiana started this season, Jim, at 10-15. It was a sluggish start, but have they turned things around? From January 1st on, Indiana was 34-14.
Well, that would put them one of the top 3 teams in the league.
Absolutely.
You're exactly. You're all over it. You're all over it, boy. Hey, you did your homework exceptionally well. You got an A+.
And I didn't even bring you an apple.
No, you sure did.
The Cavs down 2, 92-90 as we head to the 4th. Game 1 in this best-of-7 series, as the Cavaliers and the Pacers meet for the 4th time in the playoffs. It all started back in 1998. Well, you're talking about the Sean Kemp Cavaliers, coached by Mike Fratello.
Yep.
And then, of course, they met in 17 and 18 during the Cavs' finals run. So here we go again, Cavaliers with a 2-point deficit heading into the 4th at 92-90, although the Cavaliers in the middle 2 quarters, quarters 2 and 3, have outscored Indiana 65-56.
Well, Tim, every quarter the Cavaliers have gotten a little bit better. checking off that long rest period.
Well, here we go. Fourth quarter about to get underway as Rocket Arena is up and roaring. Serena, we'll send it back down to you for a quick moment.
Yeah, Tim, it was do it longer, keep tagging. That's been crucial for them. Communicate on defense. And that word again, physicality, raise our level. Let's get this thing.
Here we go. TJ McConnell will inbound to Ben Shepherd, who saw some limited time in the first half. McConnell got it back. Left side to Benedict Mathurin. Mathurin bounce on the left wing to Siakam. Siakam against Dean Wade. Siakam right in front of his head coach, Rick Carlisle. Heads left of the lane, dumps it in the lane. Turnaround shot, Bryant. Good. Boy, that's a tough shot from Thomas Bryant.
Yeah, it's especially a role player who's farther down the bench than big shot for him.
Here's Ty Jerome. Comes running the lane. Gets by Shepherd. Scooped it up and home. Ty Jerome with a 15-point ball game. Playing in his first conference semifinal. 94-92. Cavs back to within 2. Early fourth quarter at Rocket Arena. Mathurin left in the lane. Shot over Wade. Missed it. Rebound Mobley. Cavaliers down by a bucket. As Mobley brings it up the left side. Gave it off to Wade. Wade looking back on the left wing to Mobley. Mobley against Bryant. Mobley heads to the basket. Bryant blocked it. Loose ball grabbed by Strus. Left side Wade. Wade into the lane. Wade up with the right hand. Missed it. Rebound snagged on the baseline by Pascal Siakam. Siakam comes up the left side. Pacers by 2. Siakam left in the lane. Backing down Wade. Spins to the baseline. Shoots and hits.
Yeah, he beats you up, Tim. He's hitting you on one side, and he's got that great turnaround mid-range jump shot.
Cavs down 4 as Jerome crosses the half-court line. Stops. 3. Nope. Rebound Thomas Bryant for Indiana. Gave it off to Siakam. Siakam brings it up the right side. Siakam on the handoff to McConnell.
He wants it again.
He'll give it to Bryant. Back to McConnell. Lob on the right side to Siakam. Dean Wade pushed him, and the foul will be on Wade. You know, SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cavs. It's the easiest way to buy tickets to Cavs games and all live events in Cleveland. SeatGeek handles the tickets so Cavs fans can fan. SeatGeek. Dean Wade checking out as DeAndre Hunter will come in.
Yeah, we'll see what Hunter can do with it.
DeAndre Hunter with 9 points in the first half. Inbounds to Mathurin for Indiana. 10 minutes to go. 4-point lead for the Pacers. Mathurin gave it up to Siakam. Villa load a 3. Miss it. Rebound Strus. Cavaliers with Jerome, Okoro, Strus, Hunter, and Mobley. Here's DeAndre Hunter, base of the center circle. Hunter driving on Bryant. Hunter left in the lane, pulls up, missed it. Rebound grabbed by Bryant. Strus then saved it in off the foot of Bryant, out of bounds. Strus on the loose with a great hustle play.
Bulldog, Tim. 50-50 balls, all of that works. He's an expert at hustle.
Well, the Cavaliers will get possession. 9:41 to go, trailing by 4 at 96-92. Inbounds Mobley. 3-ball. Bullseye! Evan Mobley from the left wing hits a 3-ball. Makes it 96-95. Cavs back to within 1. Mobley now with 18 points in the ball game. Shepherd in between the circles to Siakam. Siakam against Okoro. Siakam, topside Mathurin. Mathurin, left in the lane. Tough shot, missed it off the glass. Rebound back to Mathurin, though. Shot clock at 10. Mathurin against Strus. Mathurin drives, heavy traffic, flipped it up, missed it. Rebound Strus. Gave it to Mobley. Here come the Cavs, down by 1. Mobley on the left side, hits the brakes in the middle to Hunter. Hunter fakes to 3, drives the lane, and he got clobbered as he went to the bucket.
But, Tim, this is the way the Cavs are playing. They've gotten better each quarter. Each minute of this game, they've gotten better.
They got that one on Benedict Mathurin. That will be his 3rd. DeAndre Hunter heads to the free throw line. And as he hits the stripe, we'll pause for station identification on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse. DeAndre Hunter will get 2 free throws with the Cavaliers down by 1. 8:55 to go, 96-95. Pacers lead it. DeAndre Hunter rolled that first one in and ties the game.
Good job by Hunter. That's why you brought him here, Tim. They hadn't seen Hunter.
Hunter in the playoffs, 92% at the free throw line, 85% during the regular season. Game's tied at 96 with 8:55 to go. Playoff basketball. You've got to love it. The intensity level, the energy level. There's nothing like it. Hunter line right. Sends that second one up and in. The Cavaliers lead. 97-96 with 8:50 to go. Tyrese Halliburton comes up the right side. Halliburton in the lane to Turner. Drives. Missed the shot as he was defended by Hunter. Here come the Cavs. Jerome, 3, short. Long rebound comes off to Halliburton. Halliburton, foul line, shoots, hits.
Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton puts Indiana back on top, 98-97. Jerome up the left side. Mitchell heading back to the scorer's table for the Cavaliers, as is Jarrett Allen. Jerome running the lane, in the lane to Mobley. Mobley turns, hooks, hits!
Good job, Mo.
Evan Mobley with 20. Cavs back on top, 99-98. 8 minutes to go here at Rocket Arena. Mathurin tosses it to Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton right side to Mathurin, back in the middle to Halliburton. Halliburton with 8 on the clock, gave it to Turner. Ball knocked away. Out of there with it comes Jerome. Bounce to Hunter. Hunter drives. Oh my goodness, he got annihilated.
No call.
He goes down underneath the basket, and the only thing that G. Petritis says is Indiana basketball. Wow.
He hurt his wrist, Tim. I think he dislocated a finger.
DeAndre Hunter is going right to the locker room. DeAndre Hunter got up from underneath the basket and went right into the tunnel.
What kind of officiating is this, Tim?
99-98, Cavs by 1. Timeout on the floor. 7:44 to go, fourth quarter. We'll take a timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Maxwell in concert. The Serenade Tour 2025. Saturday, August 16th. Rocket Arena. Maxwell. With special guest, Lucky Day.
Hey, Cavs fans, basketball is back, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cavs games or to any other live event in the land, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Mitchell left of the lane, Euro steps, pops and scores! Oh, what a shot by Donovan Mitchell.
The Cleveland Cavaliers playoffs presented by Phantom Fireworks are here.
Garland still on the dribble, bounce left of the lane to Mobley, spins! Pow! Oh, my!
It's time to let them know at Rocket Arena and secure your spot to cheer on the Cavs now at SeatGeek.com.
Top side to Mitchell, Donovan, right corner Garland, another 3. That one is right on the mark. Welcome to the playoffs.
As down payments get bigger, millions of renters across America feel like they'll never be able to buy a home. So instead of lowering expectations, Rocket Mortgage is lowering down payments to 1% for eligible home buyers with OnePlus, helping more renters become owners. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to get a head start on your starter home.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
Halliburton out front, 3 missed. missed. Ball loose, picked up by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell heads to the forecourt, lob. Allen, pow! Mitchell with the throw to the throw, and a thunderous dunk by Jared Allen.
This may be Jared's time, Tim. This may be his quarter.
Mitchell, right in front of the scorer's table, pulls up three. Put it on the rim and missed it. Ball deflects out front to Jerome. Left side to Mitchell. Mitchell splits a double team. Pow! Oh, my! Donovan Mitchell has sent this crowd into a frenzy.
Oh, my God. We missed that.
Well, I don't know what they were looking at in Secaucus. Sean Corbin is the official at the replay center in Secaucus.
Sean ought to be ashamed of himself, Tim.
Somehow or another, they still say no foul on that attempt by DeAndre Hunter.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, Hunter has come back out onto the floor. In fact, he returns to action, but the challenge by the Cavaliers is unsuccessful, so they do not have a challenge for the remainder of the game.
And moving on.
But Mathurin literally grabbed Hunter by the jersey.
Yep.
Had a full handful of uniform. Right side Toppin with a three, and he hit it. Obi Toppin, his first three ball of the ball game, puts Indiana back on top, 101-99. Here's Mitchell back in for the Cavs. Scoop, scores, ties the game. Donovan with 29. 101. Neesmith at the other end, drives, missed. Rebound grabbed by Strus. Strus through the center circle. Strus driving on Turner. Strus fouled as he went to the bucket. Max Strus shooting two. Well, the good news is the Cavs have scored 100 points. They're sitting at 101. All fans will receive a $2 large fry from McDonald's. Download the McDonald's app to receive this special offer. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Well, Tim, I tell you, this is toughness. You don't get that call, which was so obvious, but you keep playing the game and let the game decide. And that's what we're seeing with this Cavalier team. They won't be denied.
Strus missed the first free throw, so we're still tied at 101. 7:05 to go. Max Strus, second one, good. Strus has 7. Cavs have a 1-point lead at 102-101. 7 minutes left at Rocket Arena. Here's Nembhard. Comes around a Turner screen. Fires right side to Toppin. Toppin wheels around Allen. Left to the lane. Strus blocked the shot. Are you kidding me as the ball goes out of bounds?
Physicality with physicality.
Max Strus with a block shot on Obi Toppin. 9 to shoot for the Pacers. Halliburton inbounds left corner. Neesmith, his three, hit the side of the backboard. Rebound Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell being hit from behind. He'll drive, he'll miss. And again, no foul called. I mean, there's playoff basketball, and then there's ridiculous.
That's right, Tim.
Here's Halliburton out front for Indiana. Halliburton right side to Toppin. Gave it right back to Halliburton. Halliburton against Allen. Halliburton behind his back. Halliburton steps back behind the arc and drains a three. Tyrese Halliburton makes it 104-102 Indiana. Strus in the lane to Allen. Left corner to Okoro. Wide open three. No. Rebound Neesmith. Neesmith on the handoff to Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton down the floor to Toppin. Donovan was hanging on to him, and the foul will be called on Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, not too much rest for the weary, Tim. Look who's coming back in.
Mobley and Jerome.
Great minutes by Strus. Solid minutes by Okoro.
Strus sits down. He's got 7 points, along with 3 assists, 2 steals, 6 rebounds.
Stop it.
Nembhard into Halliburton. Thought about a long three. Mobley was there to defend him. Halliburton now draws Allen on a switch. Halliburton steps left, steps right. Gave it off to Nembhard. 5 on the shot clock. Nembhard, long three, and he got it from the right sideline.
But we let him shoot it, Tim. Nobody raised a hand. Nobody challenged it.
Cavs down 5. 5.5 to go. 107-102. Here's Ty Jerome, top of the key. Jerome into the paint. Jerome threw it up and it rolled out. Rebound, Miles Turner. Quickly to Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton against Ty Jerome. Halliburton. Jerome stays with him. Halliburton over his shoulder, left side, top and three from Obi. No. Rebound deflects to Neesmith. Got it out front to Turner. Tried to throw it to Nimhart. He wasn't looking for it. And the ball goes out of bounds.
And we'll take it, Tim. Clutch time now. Closing.
Here's DeAndre Hunter into the forecourt. Hunter with 11. On the handoff to Mitchell. He's got 29. Mitchell comes right down the pipe. High off the glass and good. Donovan Mitchell makes it 107-104. Cavs back to within 3. 8th straight time that Donovan's had 30 or more in a game 1.
And let's get some stops.
Nimhart, right wing, wide open 3, and he drains it.
Wide open. You called it, Tim.
110-104. Cavs down by 6. Here's Evan Mobley. He'll shoot a 3. In and out. Rebound grab by Obi Toppin. Indiana is 19 of 34 behind the arc. 56%. And they lead by 6 with 4:10 to go. Halliburton has Allen. Halliburton. Crossover. Steps left. 3. That one missed. Rebound Mobley. Cavs down 6. 4 minutes to go. Mobley ahead to Jerome. Ty Jerome on the left-hand dribble at the base of the center circle. Jerome comes around Mobley. Jerome in the lane. Float. Scores! Ty Jerome's got 17, and the Cavaliers are back to within 4.
Stay with it, guys. Stay with it.
110-106 with 3:40 left. Nimhart out front against Mobley. Nimhart tosses it to Halliburton on the right sideline. Halliburton draws Donovan Mitchell. Halliburton, left wing Nimhart, throws it in the lane to Toppin, up with the left hand spun out. Turner with the tip. That's good. Timeout, Cavaliers. Miles Turner with a putback basket. Cavs down 6, 112-106. Pacers lead it, 3:23 to go. And we'll take a timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
The Cavs are proud to partner with Cleveland Cliffs as their American-made steel touches every part of our lives, from the appliances and homes to aircraft carriers defending our freedom. Their steel is stronger and more sustainable than ever due to innovation and leading-edge technology. Cliffs is setting a new standard for what it means to be a steel company by producing the highest quality product and championing the best practices for the industry, the environment, and for their people. Cliffs is the champion for American steel. Learn more. Visit cliffsteel.com.
Maxwell in concert. The Serenade Tour 2025. Saturday, August 16th. Rocket Arena. Maxwell. With special guest, Lucky Day.
Suspect a natural gas leak? Enbridge Gas Ohio reminds you, first move your feet, then call when you're down the street. A gas leak might have a smell like rotten eggs, or you might see blowing dirt or bubbling water. A leaking pipeline might also make a hissing sound that you can hear. And whether you're an individual or contractor, state law requires you to call 811 before you dig to have underground utilities marked. Dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. For more safety information, visit enbridge.com, keyword natural gas safety.
Big news, Cavs fans. Score big this season with Cavs Rewards. Link any existing credit card or debit card so you can earn and unlock exclusive Cavs experiences and prizes. Rewards include a trip to an away game, access to courtside seats, Cavs memorabilia, custom jerseys, and more. Join Cavs Rewards today and start earning points with purchases at the Cavs Team Shop, concessions at Rocket Arena, and other preferred Cavs Rewards locations. Visit Cavs.com/rewards to sign up for free and start earning.
Cavs down 6. Pacers lead it 112-106 with 3:23 to go, fourth quarter here at Rocket Arena. Game 1. Cavs and Pacers. Game 2 right back here in downtown Cleveland Tuesday night. And then the scene will shift to Indianapolis games 3 and 4 at the Gamebridge Fieldhouse. Game 3 Friday night, and then Game 4 1 week from tonight back in Indianapolis. Game 5, if necessary, will be Tuesday, a week from Tuesday, here in Cleveland. Hey, gear up to let them know this postseason. The 25 Cavs Playoffs collection is available at Center Court. Shop playoff tees, hats, and more. Cavs.com/shop.
Well, Tim, what's going on is that right now, this is when the Cavs must truly focus and execute. They need a basket right now, and they need more than a 2 to keep this thing a 2-possession game or less. One of the things that I'm looking at is that high dribble screen action, the Cavs have gotten away from it a little. I would go back to it because we got some points off of that earlier in the game.
Cavs on the inbound as Max Strus against pressure throws it in to Ty Jerome. Jerome will bring it forward against Aaron Nesmith. Jerome into the forecourt, gets a pick from Strus, now gets a screen from Allen. Jerome running the lane, lob out front to Mitchell, 8 on the shot clock. Mitchell draws Halliburton on a switch. Mitchell with 4 on the clock. Mitchell hesitates. Mitchell, 1 on the clock, spinning up with the left hand. No, rebound grab by Miles Turner. Turner to Halliburton down the floor, and Siakam running the floor has a layup, and all of a sudden the Cavs are down 8.
Yeah, Tim, and they're down 8 because all game the Pacers have continued to push the ball.
Jerome running the lane into Halliburton. Halliburton blocked the shot. Rebound grab by Miles Turner. Turner hands it off to Halliburton. Bounce to Turner. Slams into Strus. And an offensive foul is called on Miles Turner. Well, that's a gutsy play right there from Max Strus.
Yeah, but it's one that had to be made, Tim. He had no other recourse. He definitely wasn't going to be able to block the shot. Oh, they want to look at it.
Yep. So Rick Carlisle says we'll challenge this, and why not? 2:31 to go as the Pacers have the challenge, and that's a huge swing right here because if they reverse this call, that'll be an and 1.
The ruling on the floor is an offensive foul on Turner. Indiana's challenging the ruling.
Yeah, if they reverse this, that'll put the Pacers up 10 and give Turner a free throw.
That's right, Tim. And
so really, if you're Rick Carlisle, you have absolutely nothing to lose right here. Right.
Yeah,
you might as well challenge.
And that's why they saved him at the end, Tim, because they know right now the Cavs have got their eyes on focusing and closing. Cavaliers, one of the best closing teams in this league.
114-106. Pacers lead it by 8 with 2:31 to go. Fourth quarter here at Rocket Arena. As we look at that replay up on the Humongotron, Strus, I think he's set, Jim. I think he got there.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to have your legs shoulder width, but he looks like he's set right there.
As Miles Turner slammed into him. So Zach Zarba, our crew chief today, along with Sean Wright.
But don't be surprised, Tim, the way they've been calling calls today.
Zach Zarba has now reconnected with Sean Corbin. Again, Sean Corbin is the replay official in Secaucus, and he's the only one with only 2 games being played in the playoffs. Here we go.
After review, Strus is able to establish his left foot down prior to the upward motion of Turner. Therefore, an offensive foul stands. It's an unsuccessful challenge. Indiana loses the timeout and the right to challenge.
But again, that's a good call there by Rick Carlisle. You've got nothing to lose, and that could really have put a dagger into the Cavaliers. Instead, the Cavs are within 8, 114-106 with 2:31 to go. Fourth quarter of play. Cavs will inbound.
And Tim, they have to keep scoring. Right now, I'll take a 2 if I can get a stop at the other end.
So it'll be Ty Jerome, Max Strus, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen for the Cavaliers. Jerome inbounds to Strus. Strus hands it off to Mitchell at the half-court line. Mitchell matched up against Nembhard and hold everything. Now something came out onto the floor as Cavaliers wanted to make a sub, but because there was It was Donovan. Yeah, it was Donovan's arm sleeve that
That's
came
how
up.
hard, you know how hard you got to pull that sleeve.
Donovan now just tosses it over to the sideline. Says, "I don't need this." So the Cavs will inbound. 14 on the shot clock. 2:21 to go. Jerome over on the far side. Ty looking, and the Cavs got a timeout. Boy, it was that close to a 5-second violation. Cavaliers took the timeout. 114-106. They're down by 8. They couldn't risk giving that ball back to the Pacers. And so Kenny Atkinson, which he has done so brilliantly all season long, will try to draw up a play off this inbounds.
And Tim, he's the number one. We're Cavs are number one after timeouts, executing offense. And they need something. They're putting Hunter in the game. That gives them another weapon. But they really need to get this ball in bounds. That was pretty good defense by the Pacers.
Again, give Indiana credit. Coming in here off their 5-game series win over Milwaukee in the first round of the playoffs. And now the Pacers as the number 4 seed, taking on the top seed Cleveland Cavaliers in this NBA Eastern Conference semifinal. But anybody that thought, well, the Cavaliers will roll through this one. Again, you weren't paying attention. Indiana last year, of course, advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they were red hot in the back half of the season. After the All-Star break, they were 20-9 in the months of March and April. They were 17-7, and they know how to win.
And Tim, if you look at the numbers, they started playing defense, which they were not known to do. So they put it both together, the fast-paced offense, and they started checking people.
So again, it'll be Ty Jerome over on the far side, trying to get this one in.
Wouldn't let Hunter in, huh?
Well, they wouldn't let him in. DeAndre's still sitting at the table as Jerome looks, lob left wing to Mitchell. Mitchell hemmed in on the sideline, bounce out front to Jerome. Right wing Strus got his 3 partially blocked. Loose ball grabbed by Turner. Boy, Jim, you talked about the defense of Indiana.
Yep.
And it came to the forefront right there. Pacers by 8 with just over 2 to go. Pacers trying to steal home court advantage. Halliburton at the 3-point arc against Allen. Halliburton comes around Allen. Underhand scoop is good. Halliburton got Allen to commit, and the lead is 10 with 1:48 left.
And when they've needed Halliburton, he's answered the call, Tim.
Donovan, left wing 3, missed it. Rebound Strus up. No, again, no foul call. Siakam grabbed the rebound, gave it to Halliburton. Strus fouled Halliburton. And we've got some folks heading to the exits here at Rocket Arena. Cavs down 10. Now, that was the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Tim, the thing that changed this game, and we still got time to catch them, the no call against Hunter. Huge call. Huge no call.
Halliburton to the left of the Cavalier bench. Throws it in to Nesmith. Nesmith hands it back to Halliburton. Halliburton crosses the half-court line with 1.5 minutes to go. Halliburton out front against Jerome. Halliburton's going to try to kill some clock right here. 10 on the shot clock. Halliburton against Jerome, who picked his pocket. Jerome stops. 3. No. Siakam pushed off Mitchell. Looking for the rebound, and the foul will be called on Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, Jerome had the right idea, Tim. 2 won't help you right now. You need to get 3.
Foul on Siakam would be his first for Indiana, their first in the last 2 minutes. So Mitchell will inbound to the left of the Cavalier bench. Mitchell throws it into Strus. Strus hands it right back to Donovan. 10 on the shot clock. Mitchell with a crossover down the lane, and he'll stuff it with 2 hands.
I'll take that if there's nothing else. Now get some stops.
116-108 with 1:10 to go. Inbounds goes to Nesmith. Gave it right back to Halliburton. Halliburton against Jerome. Tyrese Halliburton comes into the paint. Right side to Nembhard. In the middle to Siakam. We're under 1 minute left. Pacers by 8. Halliburton out front to Siakam. Right corner to Turner. Steps left. Shoots a 3. Missed it. Rebound Siakam. And that will in essence, do it. Nembhard fouled out front by Mobley. As with 43.7 to go, the Pacers are up 8. And Nembhard's heading to the free throw line.
And Tim, the Cavaliers they improved in the second and the third quarter, but the fourth quarter, when they needed it, it was the Pacers. They got it on one end, getting stops, and they made some huge shots. And the one kid, Tim, is Nembhard. Those big-time threes, 30 feet out, are something you don't count on. But if you've watched him during the playoffs this year and last year, he makes those shots.
Nembhard in the playoffs this year, 50% behind the arc. And this afternoon, 5 of 6. So that number is going up. Nembhard hit them both, and that pretty much will seal it. 118-108. Strus at the other end. Line drive 3 missed. Rebound Mobley. Back out front to Jerome. Ty with a 3. Got it. Well, Ty Jerome has himself a 20-point game. Makes it 118-111. 34 seconds left. Halliburton throws it in to Nesmith. Right back to Halliburton. He's fouled in the backcourt. Of course, Rick Carlisle's thinking, yeah, Milwaukee was up 7 on us with 35 seconds left.
That's right. Anything can still happen, Tim.
So, Rick's like, I just went through this on the other side.
Yeah, 35 seconds. Milwaukee was up 7.
That was unbelievable. That was incredible. As Halliburton hits that first free throw, 21 for Halliburton. Third time in the playoffs that Halliburton's had a 20-plus game. Boy, balanced effort. Nembhard with 21. Siakam with 17. As Halliburton hits the second. 120-111. 30 seconds to go. Here's Jerome up the left side. Tough 3. Missed it and a foul. Boy, if Zach Zarba gives him the shot on that, I would be stunned. Ty saying I was shooting, but Zach Zarba says, no, he fouled you before the shot.
Oh, my goodness.
But
he hasn't changed.
Jerome shooting 2 with Indiana over the limit. So that will set up game 2 on Tuesday night here at Rocket Arena.
And the Cavs now, Tim, they know what to expect.
Yes. And the Cavaliers will be trailing in the series. And of course, Indiana now has seized home court with games 3 and 4 in Indiana. As Jerome missed the second, almost deliberately, I think, looking for an offensive rebound. Nesmith grabbed that rebound, though. Mobley fouled him.
Well, if you don't count the last 2 games where we were resting people and people were hurt, these teams won on each other's floor, Tim, so they were basically 1-1. But as you mentioned earlier about how they, after January, how they found their stride, this is not the same team.
No, this is a team that knows how to win. Yep. Knows how to play playoff basketball. And so they've come to Rocket Arena, stolen game 1, and now the Cavs will need to respond on Tuesday night in game 2 as Nesmith hits the first.
And Tim, one of the barometers to get some idea how good your defense is, they scored 121 points and shot 53%. So the defense has to get better.
Boy, Indiana from downtown today, 19 of 36, 53%.
Extra pass, open looks.
Nesmith missed the second, but Indiana grabbed the rebound. Here's Halliburton, just dribbles into the paint, backs up. I think Indiana will take the 24-second shot clock violation. They will. So, Cavaliers will get it one last time on this Sunday evening. Mobley throws it into DeAndre Hunter. Hunter will dribble out the clock, and that will do it. So the Pacers will win game 1 of this best-of-7 series. Indiana downs the Cavs here at Rocket Arena, 121-112. And that will set up game 2 Tuesday night right back here in Cleveland. But the Pacers with the 1-0 lead, and they also now have home court advantage in this series. Jim, before we send it down to Mike Snyder and Brad Sellers for the postgame, some final thoughts from you on Game 1.
Well, Tim, I thought they got better in the second and third quarter, but it took a great effort by Donovan Mitchell to put us in that situation. Now, you can only go with the guys that are here. And the way they play defense on our backcourt, it has a lot to be desired, because I thought they were more physical than us. And Serena mentioned it, that's what Kenny kept saying. We're not playing physical enough. And Tim, I watch all the games every night. We have to be more physical. Quit believing that these officials are going to give you a break. You get no breaks this year. This is a different type of league, a different type of officiating than what happened during the season. You have to continue to play.
There we go. So Indiana has come into Cleveland and taken Game 1 in this best-of-7 series, 121-112. Pacers win it. And now it's on to Game 2 Tuesday night right here at Rocket Arena. So that's going to do it here in the Joe Tate Perch. Want to let you know that today's Cavs Indiana Game 1 matchup along the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse was brought to you by Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cavaliers, by Huntington, home of asterisk-free checking. More at huntington.com/yourmoney. By McDonald's, your change at McDonald's can help families with children who are ill. Just round up. And by SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. All right, let's roll the closing credits music. All sorts of people to thank. Of course, the Vice President of Broadcasting and Engineering for the Cavaliers is one Joe Fritchen. Senior Director of Broadcast Services, Ryan Boo Banks. The Coordinator of Broadcast Services is Cheryl Zivich. Huge thank you, of course, to the dynamic duo down below. Best production tandem in the NBA. Senior Producer Kurt McLaughlin, along with Technical Director Marty Allen. Jim Jones, a great big thank you to you. Huge thanks to Serena Winters. We look forward to having her with us all along the playoff journey. And, of course, the biggest thanks goes to you, the listeners. Hope you enjoyed it. But the Pacers win it. Indiana takes Game 1, 121-112. Jim and I will be back with you again right here in the Joe Tate Perch Tuesday night when it's Game 2 between the Cavs and the Pacers. It'll tip at 7. Huntington Tip-Off Show will come your way at 6:30 on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse. So until then, this is Tim Alcorn saying once again, thank you very much for listening. And from the Joe Tate Perch at Rocket Arena, so long, everybody.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google continues on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
Home means something different to everyone. But with Rocket Mortgage, home can mean even more. It can mean a college education, taming your high-interest debt, even a renovation. We've made it easier than ever to use your home equity. That home you worked so hard for, now it can work hard for you. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to find out more.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
Great talent, great continuity, and great togetherness. It's special.
We always had a good team. We always had a good group of guys. Like, no matter what, we have each other's backs.
Got a lot of great skill sets, a lot of great talents, a lot of great personalities.
That's really all that matters is how much we believe in each other and how much we believe in this team.
Ultimately, it's 2 months of work, and you got to go out there and do what you got to do and take care of business.
Cleveland Cavaliers basketball with Tim Alcorn and Jim Jones on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
By Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Pacers, with a huge effort, really, their starting five, everybody was big. Everybody scored 13 or more points, and they were just dialed in from three-point range really all night long. And Indiana gets the win here tonight, 121-112. Mike Snyder, Brad Sellers, glad to have you with us. Well, Brad, the Cavs have not had a lot of adversity this year, and right out of the box, they've got something to deal with here.
Well, we got to go now. This has become a series. You
You know, you really don't want to drop your first game, especially if you got home court advantage. Now you've got to go back and get that back because right now Indiana has the home court advantage. So we've got to come out next game and get that. Obviously today it was uncharacteristically a game that we typically don't play. We didn't shoot it well. We didn't defend well. We looked like we were just a step behind. And so those things led to, I think, the ultimate defeat of the Cavaliers tonight, Mike.
In Indiana, on the other side, I thought they looked sharp. Their defense, I don't think I've seen a team really get into the Cavs' guards the way Indiana was able to do that throughout the evening.
Well, they came out a great series against Milwaukee. I mean, it was a tough go for them. And so they were really freshly off of that. You know, they were in sync. We had a little bit more downtime. And in that period, things can happen. But for us, we've got to find a way to get back on track. One thing we have to do, we have to come back the next game and come back with the typical Cavalier energy that we need to play at defensively and offensively. We shot the ball terrible from three-point line. We're 9 of 38. 9 of 38 from the three-point line today, Mike, and that's not going to win you many games.
And they've been the best three-point shooting team. That's why it's so stunning. And when the Cavs have lost games this year, Brad, or it's been close, it's because they have not had a dominant part in that three-point shooting. They were dominated the other way. Indiana was 19 of 36, while the Cavs were 9 of 38. It's almost amazing the Cavs were in a position to win the game when it was tied at 101. That was the last time the game was tied.
Well, they spent so much energy coming back, and they're not only just coming back, taking the lead for a little bit. I think we were up 3 at one point. But the problem is this. As I look down the stat sheet here and what my eyes tell me on the eye test, we did not diversify what we did. We had a few guys doing a lot of things, right? And so typically in the stat line for the Cavaliers, you're getting production from at least 7 or 8 people on the board in multiple ways, not just points, but rebounds, deflections, steals of that nature. And this day you look at Donovan had to shoot the ball 30 times as a starter. Ty Jerome, 20 shots off the bench. He took 20 shots off the bench because we needed that production. And so we've got to get back, and hopefully that Darius is able to go to the next game because now when he doesn't go, it puts strain on other people to do other things, and a team like Indiana today can take advantage of that.
Well, and they did, and they shot it well. Even when the Cavs were defending them, I thought they hit some shots that I said, whoa, they were way out there. Nembhard, 23, 5 of 6, and then even after they made that comeback, the Cavs were up 90-89, time running out of the third quarter. The Pacers kind of bobble the ball around. They get in the corner. Miles Turner hits a 3. And after all of that comeback by the Cavs, Indiana had the lead going into the fourth quarter. That had to give them a little bit of a, hey, we've withstood this rush and we still have the lead.
Yeah, but, so first of all, no one panic. It's a 7. This is not a 5-game series. If it was a 5-game series, my levels would be turned up a considerable amount. Today, obviously, we did not want to start a series off like this. You can recover. But how do you recover? You recover by getting back and playing the way you traditionally have played all season long. Sharing the basketball, getting production from a number of people. Also, having all your weapons on the floor. Now we were able to sneak through in Miami with this. But now this is a different type of team. And they'll take Halliburton, Neat, and them hard out front, right? So they put pressure on you in a different way. So we've got to be able to match that intensity. And defensively, Mike, we just were not who we have been traditionally here over the last month, where we were able to get up in people's shirts, create the opportunities for you to go down offensively and do some things off your defense. And we just were not there today. And so I know it got everyone's attention today because sometimes you can sit back and think, I got this thing figured out. The playoffs are a very different type of animal. Every week, every game can be different. And so you got to adjust to that.
That's so true. Every game really does take on its own entity. And this is an Indiana team. I mean, they go in as the underdog, but they're saying this whole group was the same group that went to the Eastern Finals last year.
Let us address that because they think that they can beat us. They thought it last year. They thought it during the season, right? And so you've got to meet that mentally, that level. So when I see you, that's not what's happening here. And I'm not saying it's an easy thing to do, but you have to meet that level. Because if you don't, I saw here, case in point, when DeAndre Hunter went to the basket, and I think it was, who was it? It's Benedict Mathurin.
Mathurin, yeah.
Blocked the shot, but he didn't just block the shot. And they didn't call foul. He basically threw him to the ground. pushed him to the ground in the air, right? And then if everybody was watching, then he stood over him. That's a no-no. When that happened, that had to be addressed right then and there. You're not standing over anybody over here, right? And so if you go back and look at it, that's exactly what he did. And so, and I was surprised Secaucus didn't catch that, because that should have been caught.
Yeah, because they did review it.
This goes back to the level of mentality of what the playoffs bring. You've got to up your ante here, because people are playing for all the marbles. And so today it didn't go our way. I'm going to need to get back to the laboratory here, correct the woes, watch the videotape, point it out where the flaws are. And you've got to come back and just recreate a better atmosphere for us at the next home game.
Well, yeah, you got to come back and you got to level this thing before you head to Indiana for games 3 and 4. Our next game is Tuesday at 7. Going to be very interesting to hear what Kenny Atkinson and Cavs players have to say about this one. Much more with Brad Sellers. Also, what's on your mind tonight? You can text us, and the way to do that is 216-440-9566. The Indiana Pacers have won game 1 of this series, 121-112 the final. We'll take a timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Big news, Cavs fans. Score big this season with Cavs Rewards. Link any existing credit card or debit card so you can earn and unlock exclusive Cavs experiences and prizes. Rewards include a trip to an away game, access to courtside seats, Cavs memorabilia, custom jerseys, and more. Join Cavs Rewards today and start earning points with purchases at the Cavs Team Shop, concessions at Rocket Arena, and other preferred Cavs.
Hey, sports fans, thank you so much for hanging out with us here on Toronto Sports Insider during the Playoff Pulse. Our mission is simple, bringing sports fans together to hang out, cheer, and change the world one insider at a time while supporting SickKids Hospital in Toronto every single game.
Cheers, insiders and sports fans from around the world. The Playoff Pulse campaign on Toronto Sports Insider is uniting fans worldwide through the thrill of NHL and NBA playoffs. Every game, every fan, every moment counts. The link is pinned in the chat and in the description. Check out our campaign page. Donate if you can, or share it with friends. Holy Mackinac! Every click helps sick kids heal the future. Just by being here, you have already made an impact. Now, chat it up, keep it classy, and let's keep changing the world one insider at a time.
Rocket Arena, September 10th. With special guests, idols, and the Barbarians of California. Get tickets now at rocketarena.com. For more, visit deftones.com.
Nembhard bounced behind him. 3-ball Turner. Way off. That was a brick. Oh, my goodness. That could have built Rocket Arena. Here's Merrill. Ahead to Strus. 3-ball. That's perfect.
That's what I'm waiting for, Tim. Strus is loose.
Mobley on the handoff to Strus. Lob to Mobley. Pow! Cavs all bunched up on the right side. Somehow Mitchell caught a pass from Allen. Mitchell comes right down the lane. Feeds Allen. Pow! With the right hand. Here's Allen down the lane. Drives, scores with the right hand.
Hey, nice play by Mob.
Evan Mobley with the assist as he found his fellow big man, Jared Allen. Here comes Ty Jerome through the center circle, around an Allen screen. Cross court to Strus. Strus, left corner, Merrill. Wide open 3. Got it!
That's how you do it. Keep your poise. Run your stuff.
5 quick points by the Cavaliers. They're back to within 7. It's 80-73.
Let's get back to the post-game show with Mike Snyder and Brad Sellers.
And we're glad to have you with us. Disappointing night, though. The Cavaliers have fallen behind. It is a best-of-7 series. We need to remind ourselves, take a breath here. However, it was very disconcerting. The Cavaliers just did not play well tonight, and the Pacers really played a strong game. and they get the win here in Game 1 of the series, 121-112. It was a game in which Indiana led by as many as 12, and really they set the tone in the first quarter. They outscored the Cavs 36-25. The Cavs got back within 6 at the half, and then after they were down 12 with 7:17 to go in the third quarter, Cavs then really had their best stretch of basketball. Really, they went 5 minutes in which they outscored Indiana 20-4. That included a 14-0 run, and they regained the lead. The place was going crazy, but Indiana did not panic, and they came back, got a 3 from Mathurin, and then a bucket from Halliburton to regain the lead. Mitchell scored again to put the Cavs up by 1, but Turner hit a 3 at the buzzer to end the third. Indiana was up by 2. And then we got into the early going of the fourth quarter, and the last time the game was tied was at 101. And then Cavs actually led it 102-101, but Indiana came back as Halliburton hit a 3, and then Andrew Nembhard with an incredible game. He had followed that with a 3 when the Cavs didn't convert, and the Pacers built up a little cushion. They had it up to 6 points, and then it was 8 with 2.5 to go, and they were able to go on and win this game tonight, 121-112. And the Cavs just, they really, even early in the game, they kind of bumped into each other on one offensive set. They had an 8-second violation. One time they almost got called for a 5-second and didn't inbound. The little things tonight, Brad, crept up on the Cavs, didn't they?
Yeah, they will. They will. I mean, and it is you hear people talk about playing a complete basketball game. And we play a complete basketball game, so you get a better opportunity and chances to win the game. And obviously, we were stop-starting a few spaces today, and collectively, we were not really in sync all the way we needed to be. And then we had guys who gave us some great efforts trying to cover up for some of the flaws for tonight, but it just did not go our way. I said, so here, put this thing behind you. This is gone. Let it go. We have to focus in on getting the next game here, and we have to win that, and then we have to go down to Indiana, and we have to get the first game in Indiana. That reverses the home court advantage. It comes back your way, and now you're level set. You're level set. And so concentration is don't look too far ahead. Get the next game here is a imperative, must.
Or as you like to put it, get the next quarter.
Well, yeah.
First quarter set the tone here Tuesday,
I play quarter by quarter, but, you've got to you better come out the gate.
You got to find a win.
You better come out the
Tuesday.
gate. You better come out the gate like the Kentucky Derby. You better come on, right? Because nobody's waiting for you, right? They're hungry. They showed Milwaukee they were hungry. So you thought a less hungry team was going to walk in here today? It's not. So no problem. I've seen hungry teams